What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Maulet Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's the word, dude?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Feeling great over here, man. It's a lovely day, man. Hey,
Same.
I must say, I love your sweater, bro. I'm sorry.
Thanks, man.
I love the drip.
I told you.
You caught me off guard.
I told you.
Bro, it's hard, bro.
Standard is the standard.
Dude, it's hard, bro. You got the sweater with the dad hat. Hey, bro, the Yeezys with the shorts. I'm just saying, bro. You a whole vibe right now, bro.
Thank you.
You a whole vibe. Like, you get my morale up, man, when you walk in dressed like that. I'm just throwing that out there, bro.
Thank you.
Like, I feed off of that energy. I like to see you drippy like this, bro.
And I would be remiss if I didn't compliment your jersey. The jersey goes hard, too, because I did say that to you off the mic.
I appreciate it.
I feel like it would be hypocritical for me not to say it on the mic.
Respect.
Even though
See, we go.
I'm kind of
just wait.
pulling
just wait.
for the Warriors comeback here.
No, just wait.
Wouldn't mind seeing that.
All I'm gonna say is, I was very thoughtful of you and my wife when I chose my jersey selection. I could have went LeBron.
You don't have to, bro. You don't have to worry
You know
about
what I'm saying? I went Shaq. I was like, go Shaq. Shaq is universally loved. There is no lightning rod. There is no him versus him. No comparison. It's just Shaq.
Right.
Even my son, who, by the way, my son has got on the Golden State Warriors
He
train.
wants to come back,
He's
too.
with you. He's with my wife. It's to the point where my son loves LeBron, like how I typically talk about LeBron. It's to the point now where he's like, Dad, Steph Curry got to beat LeBron. How you going to cheer for LeBron? You supposed to like Curry. And I'm like, well, son, I do like Curry just when he's not facing LeBron. I do like the Warriors when they not facing LeBron. I was like, that's how it goes. He's like, nah, Dad, you got to choose him over LeBron. I was like, that's not happening. You might as well, get out the house before you think that's going to happen, baby. So, I threw the Shaq on, and even my son was like, hey, Dad, that's the guy that can't shoot free throws. I know him. And I was like, you're absolutely right. I was like, is he cool?
He's the guy on TV.
Yeah, he was like, that's the guy he dunks. He's like, he dunks on everyone. He can't shoot free throws. That's how he knew him. I was like, man, all right, well, salute you then, bro. We can all get behind that one. So that's why I went with the Lakers. Now,
You're right. I don't think anyone has a bad word to say about Shaq.
Like, Shaq is universally loved, bro. Even when he's going at Charles Barkley, you still love to see it. It's still entertainment. It's still like fun and light. You know what I mean? He's not like a Stephen A. or a Skip where it's like a little bit more lightning rod one way or the other. Like, nah, Shaq,
I think
bro.
he does have 100% approval rating.
You know what I'm saying?
Who hates on Shaq?
Shaq, think about this. Shaq went from being NBA superstar to a sheriff, and no one said a word about it. And now he hop back onto the TV thing, and it's like, oh, it's all love, bro. That's Shaq for you. Shaq be on Papa John's. Shaq could be doing that. What's the general? That little
Icy
army
Hot?
commercial. He got the ice. He's everywhere. He's probably that's just Shaq, bro. Shaq is like Snoop.
And low key, he's for the common people.
He is.
You ever hear him talk?
He definitely.
I mean, he'll
is,
give
bro.
money to homeless people, but he's also
does it
like,
a lot,
he's like, he's a really good perspective. Where it's
Yes.
like, I'm blessed with my size and what I'm able to do. He says like people have worked so much harder throughout their lives compared to me. It's just that I'm living the life.
Shaq
And I don't
will
take that for
literally-
granted.
Think about how many stories we've heard of Shaq literally buying groceries for everybody that's in the grocery store, for single moms, or for, dad that's kind of working hard but can't really get it right going for him. Like, Shaq is everywhere doing positive, so I figured you can't go wrong with Shaq. It's kind of like the peace tree. It's like when you put on Bills gear, but you put DeMar Hamlin on with it. It's like, hey, now. Whoa, easy, big fella. What you gonna say? What you gonna say?
How long is that gonna last?
It lasts long until he puts the jersey back on the plays, all right? So as long as he hasn't played, I'm still going to use that card, all right? He's putting out these workout videos. I'm like, hey, bro, come on now. You kind of messing up what I'm trying to do here. But until it's game day and he has that back on, I'm going to utilize that card still. So that's kind of what it's like. So Shaq, DeMar, Snoop, can't go wrong.
Yeah, Snoop's a good one.
Yeah, can't go wrong, man. Snoop be in here with Martha Stewart, smoking weed, doing whatever, and crip walking, bro. You can't
That's
go wrong.
another good one.
Like,
I don't
think about
think
it. It's
anyone's
Snoop, bro.
hating on Snoop.
A universal approval rate. He could talk to your Bloods. He could talk to your Crips. Talk to your Stoners. Talk to the soccer moms. You know what I mean? Like, does it all, bro. I seen him baking a quiche. It was a breakfast quiche he was making with Martha Stewart, bro. And then he literally had his blue flag going like 2
I could
days
see
later,
him
bro.
randomly doing a keynote at a
It's
business
fire,
conference.
bro. Like, that's Snoop. Then he was commentating a fight on Triller. I was like, yo, he's everywhere. He is literally everywhere, bro. So yeah, I figure like those are guys I'm striving to just getting that universal approval rating.
I got you.
You feel me? Man, one jersey, one sports team at a time. So yeah, man.
You're right. Today's good. It's been good. Not for One person, though, at least. Although maybe he got what he wanted. Based off some reports.
I like your foreshadowing. I see what you're doing there.
Maybe it is a good day for him.
We're going to tap into that for we're going to have to talk about that one because that was the Steelers.
Pittsburgh Toddy 86 just dropping this.
What do you got?
Because I'm into Stone Soccer Moms. I just feel like I had to read that.
That is very specific. Very specific. We all have what we like. Okay, so first off, soccer is a very fun sport. Who doesn't love moms? Mother's Day is coming up, and keeping the plant-based. Can't go wrong with that. So when you combine the three, I'm sure there is definitely a market for those type of individuals. So salute you, Pittsburgh Toddy. Salute you.
Rod Dollars brings up Wiz Khalifa is universal as well.
He's getting
That's
there.
not a bad one. I think Mac Miller was up there too.
Yeah. Wiz, to me, is like the JV version of Snoop in terms of universal approval. I've started seeing Wiz at the NASCAR races. I told you about that. Multiple NASCAR things. Then he was at TNT or behind Charles Barkley and them doing one of the broadcasts. Then we saw him obviously, cutting it up, blowing the big gas, but then you see him on tour with Fed the Guy. Shout out to Fed. We see him all over the place. So you're right. He's definitely one of them ones too, man. I saw another one in the comment. Rod Dawsey brought up Marshawn Lynch. Lord, beast mode for a fact.
Yeah.
He has an elite level of approval rate. And think about his approval rating is so strong. He survived a bad situation and then came back within 2 years? The whole, sitting there in your car with the wheel off, that whole video is not the best situation.
I don't even know about that. Was this up in Buffalo?
No, dude, this was 7 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
I don't even know about this.
Vegas, drunk drive it. He's parked though with his wheel off of his Corvette, the door open, and the cops talking to him bro, you know where you're at? And he's clearly hammered. He's what? Nah, this car, nah, where are you going? Nowhere. And he's literally sitting there with no wheel on his car. And you're bro, how did you even get here? But he survived that. Literally 6
But I think that's to your point. Was that even a story? I don't even feel like that was as big of a story.
It was, but this was the thing. He followed the truth. You sit, you be quiet for a month or 2 months, and then you pop back up. It was literally 3 months I saw him on Subway. I never forget it. I was yo, he's back. Sean is back on Subway, baby. He did it. It worked. That's what we try to tell AB. You just got to be quiet for a little bit, let it die down, and you good to go. But yeah, bro, it was definitely a thing. It was a big thing because it was funny because it's Marshawn. And Marshawn drunk talk the same way as he do sober. It's just more funny. And you got these cops talking to him, and he's just really just yeah, no, I'm good. You getting out the car? Nah. So yeah. But a couple months later, he's back on, man. Everything is good. So yeah, Marshawn is definitely one of them ones, man. Marshawn, shout out to the homie.
Mark Jackson agrees with Pittsburgh Toddy. Says, shout out to Stone Soccer Moms. They be wilding with the White Claws and edibles at practices.
Hey, see, the White Claws is the vibe, Deke. You already got a lane right there, all right?
Richard Arbiza says, what about AB? No universal love. SMA.
Strong possibility you're correct on that.
No, he's got a crew. TG's a part of it.
TG is still a part of it. TG is one of his diehard.
He's definitely got a diehard crew.
Yeah. But is it universal? It's definitely not universal.
No, I think what he's talking about, AB is the flip of everyone. Right, he has a 0% approval rating.
You're right.
I think he's got 10-15% approval.
He got a little, probably 7.
7? Okay.
I think less than double digits, about 7%. But it's still good though. Still good. Are you a part of your 7%?
I'm just watching from afar. And I don't want him back on the Steelers. I'm wishing him the best. I got no real hate harbored towards him.
Well, I don't think
you know what I mean. I laugh at some of the shit that's popping up.
I would say outside of the people that were directly impacted by his actions, I don't think a ton of the people that have an opinion on AB look at it from a malicious standpoint. It's just more so the bro, what have you done? I look at him
it's
more
sad.
That.
In a way, it's sad.
Almost like a Greek tragedy. It's bro, you had everything. You were at the highs. You done all this to get here, and now it's you just flip the switch, and it's how quickly can I tear it down? That's kind of how I see it.
Richard Arbiza brings up Will Smith. Used to be one of those guys.
Yeah, the smack kind of changed his rating because he did it at the wrong time. And did it on the wrong award show. If it was at BET, he's good. No one's tripping, man. But unfortunately, you did not do it at BET. You did it somewhere else where there's a lot more people watching it with a little bit different perspective on how you handle certain situations.
People are bringing up The Rock.
That's
a good one.
I like The Rock's universal approval rate because number one, he started out with wrestling. And if you can make it there, well, actually take it back, started at the U. If you could play at the U and get out of that thing, then you fire. So then from there, you got your wrestling, becomes a megastar in wrestling, then transitions to movies. And think about it, during that time, he was one of those first dudes to really go from wrestling to actually not cheesy movies, legit big budget movies.
There were some good action movies
like,
in there.
When he first started tapping into that, it was like, okay, this isn't your typical, oh, John Cena's going to do a movie today. It's like, no, that's not the same type of movie. The Rock was doing like legit, yeah. And now he's been able to come back to wrestling. Now he done started the XFL, paying all his players. Everybody seems pretty happy. I know they got their championship coming up this weekend.
All his players.
I'm just saying, we got to shout that out now.
It is important.
It is important, man. We've seen on multiple occasions. It's not just a one person thing. It's multiple occasions now. We've seen where players playing in leagues have not been compensated. So it's good to see that The Rock does compensate all his players in a timely fashion as well.
I'm liking this combo. Do you want me to keep bringing up some names in the chat?
Like, bro, this is a smooth intro, man. This is a smooth intro.
I don't know if I agree with this one all the way. Raw Dulles says Jim Carrey is Universal.
Nah.
Because he kind of went like conspiracy mode on some of these talk shows.
He did, and that kind of like hurt it a little bit.
He's definitely in like a trippy... For me, I don't think there's anything negative about it, but I don't think he still has the Universal. Yeah. Like, people were critical
was flirting
of that.
with some of like the... Not full Joe Rogan type, but like when you start the conspiracy stuff, like that is going to make some people back off of you a little bit.
Will Ferrell? That's a good one.
He does got the funny man going. Trying to think.
That's a good one.
I don't say Will Ferrell. Definitely, I can see that.
Jackie Chan.
Oh, yeah. Everybody loves Jackie Chan. Everybody loves Jackie Chan, man. I mean, my dude came over and killed Rush Hour, and ever since then, it's been like a rap, bro. A rap. He made it cool. He made it super cool, bro. Shout out to Jackie Chan, man. Like him.
Ian Fellas says Jordan. He's like 95%. I think there's a 5% pocket that I think really dislike him.
I say 10%.
Okay.
I say 10%.
He's up there, though.
He is.
I wouldn't put him in like the top 10.
Yeah. The reason I say he has that like 10% that kind of hurts him a little bit, one, you're always going to have the people that come back for the comments about whole Republicans, about Jordans and all that stuff too. So you're always going to have that. But then you also got the LeBron crowd, all right? It's going to be a faction and it's going to feel some type of way. So
I feel like it's less of the LeBron crowd.
It's more of the Jordan crowd.
Well, I feel like... But even LeBron people can admit, like, no, Jordan was that guy.
Bro,
like,
absolutely.
No matter what. Like, I think you like him and what he did for the game.
But it's to the point, or it's getting to that point where because it's always negative when it's that side viewing here, that not everybody wants to always keep it positive coming back now.
Me personally, I think it's more of the people. It's more of the old heads.
That's what we're saying. Like, I feel the negativity's coming from them down to Bron fans, but Bron fans are starting to turn it back.
No. I'm talking about the old heads that thought Jordan was overrated.
You think, I didn't get that part.
There's there's got to be pockets of people that maybe super big Knicks fans,
Celtics fans,
think
Knicks
of some
fans,
of
Pacers fans.
Some of the players that he played with, like an Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
there's got to be some people from those '90s that just always view Jordan as a little overrated.
Knicks fans hate him, but you still like universally know that he's that guy though. It's more so you just hate him because you had to play against him. It's kind of like when people hate Brady. I look at it more of that way.
Gotcha.
Because people hate Brady.
We got some good ones here. Lil Wayne.
Ooh. I don't know if it's universal, but he's definitely up there, though.
Denzel Washington. That's a great one.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Denzel. Yeah, he done gave us all good cop, good dad, bad dad, criminal, all of it, bro. Assassin. Yeah. He's
Ice
definitely
Cube.
one of them. You know what? Cube, low key. The only thing is, the NWA background. I don't know about the Blue Lives, Thin Blue Line. I don't know how they gonna feel about it all the way. He got a song, bro. Like, come on, bro. He got a song.
That was a very popular song. Though,
it plays even more every once in a while when different things happen in today's time. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I could just see a slight little faction, not all the way agreeing with them.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
that's a great call.
He's one of them ones. He's one of them because I saw somebody say Dave Chappelle. Chess P said Dave Chappelle. He's too much of a lightning rod.
That's true.
Yeah, he's too much of a lightning
for
rod
the Universal.
Yeah, culturally, I feel like our age group, anyone that grew up watching like the Chappelle Show, like we love him. But yeah, he is definitely, some of his comments aren't always for the masses. Yeah.
Tupac. Yeah.
99.9%. He definitely has one person that's against him. You know who that one person is, right?
I'm guessing you're talking about the person that shot him.
No, bro. I'm talking about Will Smith, man. Because yeah, okay. Yeah. Peep game.
Well, that's basically 100% then, though.
No.
If you're talking 99.999%,
Yeah,
you got to round up.
But Will smacks really hard, man. All right. So we've seen Will when he's feeling some type of way, especially when it pertains to his lady. And we all know, outside of August Alsina, Tupac is the other guy, man. That's the one. That's the one that she still loves. Talks to him every year, bro. I don't think he's sleeping that one. If that ever came back, hologram form or not, I think Will Smith got time for that one. That's all.
Samuel L. Jackson's a good one.
Ooh.
Boo Man 318 says that.
Shout out to Sam.
Seen a lot of Weird Al.
Mm.
He was the parody rapper.
Yeah. No.
Really? Maybe. Like, I don't think anyone's hating against him.
hate it, though. It's universally accepted, though.
Yeah, I think so, but I just don't think he's as popular as all these other people. Liam Neeson?
That's an interesting one. I don't hear a lot of Liam Neeson hate, per se. So maybe you might be right on Liam. Do we got any negative on Liam? I don't think we got no negative on Liam. Say
There's some comedians. Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah. Skinny Jonah, too. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know about him all the way. I don't know about Ryan all the way.
Erykah Badu.
Shout out to Erykah Badu. I don't hear no negative about her. Yeah. I would say Miss Lauryn Hill, but she showed up late to a lot of places, and a lot of people have turned their feelings on her. Me being one of them. It's not cool, man. It's not cool.
Jack Nicholson.
Ooh. Gotta love Jack. Shout out to Jack. Last time I seen Jack, he was courtside at the Lakers game with binoculars on, man. I loved it, bro. It was beautiful. No, I can't make this up. He literally was courtside with binoculars. I don't know what he needed binoculars for being courtside, but that's what he had, bro.
You ever want to get a good laugh out, you're feeling down, just look up Jack Nicholson eating a hoagie on a boat. You'll laugh your ass off.
Serious?
Yeah, dead serious.
I'm about to check it out there, bro. You know I'm about to check this out. Let's go. You know I'm about to check it out.
Dead serious. Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's one of the ones. Everybody loves Adam. And he does.
Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of people that got some type of vibe for her, though. Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
I don't know old Robert Downey. I know him when he became Iron Man. So from then on, yes.
People like a good comeback story, though, too.
Okay, I just, like I said, I just didn't know beforehand. But Iron Man on Robert Downey Jr.? Yes, that one's elite. Love You 3000, like, yeah, you can't beat that.
People are bringing up Trump and Biden. Any thoughts?
Oh, yeah, y'all chilling, bro. We about to switch the topic, man. Y'all wilding
any
out,
approval
bro.
ratings?
Y'all wilding out. Y'all doing way too much now. See, we just trying to do a cool thing, have a little fun. Y'all try making it crazy over here, man. We ain't doing all that over here. This is not what we talk about, all right? We don't do that.
Since we're talking Marvel, Devin Quails brings up Groot.
Everyone loves Groot. I am Groot.
John C. Reilly.
I could see that. They said Vin Diesel next.
Vin Diesel.
No.
No one hates him. He's kind of like a joke, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. Nah. Said Drake. Nah. Bill Murray. Yes.
Yeah.
Bill Murray is definitely one of those guys.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, everybody loves Keanu.
Mr.
From
Rogers,
Matrix
too.
To John Wick. Yeah, Mr. Rogers, yeah. I mean, I stole his quote. That was the caption for today. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. That's him.
How about Patrick Mahomes?
It depends on if you talk about him exclusively. He has baggage surrounding him.
He says not Jackson Mahomes.
But they're
Pat Mahomes,
kind
not
of
Jackson
all
Mahomes.
a part of the fam. It's like you can't talk about Jackson without bringing up Patrick. That was literally how they introduced the headline. Brother of Patrick Mahomes, Jackson Mahomes, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, we would not know who Jackson was if it wasn't for Pat. So they kind of do
Getting a lot of Troys in here too. Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, Troy, he's another one of them universal dudes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, he's more of a Pittsburgh niche, but
Yeah.
I think even outside of that,
Yeah.
he was hating on Troy.
He's Head and Shoulders, bro. Think about it. Head and Shoulders commercials. He's in commercials with Pat Mahomes as well. So his approval rating is high class. Elites here. Yeah.
Kermit.
The Frog? See, I don't know enough about Kermit's real person. Like, when we found out about Elmo, it kind of ruined it for me. So now I'm over here like, all right, can we trust these guys? Can we not trust these guys? They ruined Barney for me next. I used to rock with Barney. Now I'm like, don't talk about Barney. Now leave Barney alone. Blues Clues, they was trying to flirt with that one too. It's like, bro, I don't be knowing what the real Kermit the Frog was on. So I can't fully say yes to that approval.
Betty White.
Shout out to Betty.
That's a good one.
You can't go wrong with Betty.
That's a good one.
Everybody loves Betty. Is Betty kind of like Dolly Parton? In terms of just like iconic.
I don't think anyone's hating on him.
Yeah. Like, I think of Betty White, Dolly Parton, and Martha Stewart. I put them all together. Like, you know what? Yep, they're just them. They're approval rating. They're good.
Any more? I'm seeing some 50 Cents pop up.
Now, 50 Cent got my 100% approval rating, but we definitely know for a fact, because at least one person, there's actually two people out here that definitely got issues with him. So, unfortunately, can't say that. Oh, y'all wilding in the chat now. All right, so we're going to start today's show the way that we never started. Y'all getting out of pocket, man. Y'all got to stop this, all right? Y'all got to stop this. So, let's start the show how we always do.
This was fun, though.
This was. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you for that one. That was clean right there, bro. So let's start the show like how we always do. Go ahead and drop in the comment section where you are tuning in from, and we'll give you those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And definitely hit that like button one time and subscribe if you have not, because y'all are out of pocket in this chat. Lord.
I'm seeing Arthur Moats.
You ain't I was about to say, you ain't see that name. Woo. Now I see the name. I thought you meant
Is that true, though?
some of them other names.
Is that true?
I'm not associated with any of them other names. Keep me out of them names. Okay? Any of them names, guy or girl that was mentioned, I'm not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. Mm-mm.
All I'm saying is that your approval rating might have taken a hit like recently a little bit.
You know what? I don't even know, man. But
especially within our chat, right?
No.
Some of the comments?
Nope. They still love me. They still love me. I still feel the support. I still feel the, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all in this together. One band, one sound.
Richard RB's
hey, your boy talking about Johnny again. Stop it. We not talking Johnny today. Stop it.
Richard RB's 310 Carson, California. Shout out to the name twin. Didn't expect Maulet to go.
Yeah, that makes two of us, baby. And we definitely gonna talk about that one, because woo, caught me off guard.
Chess piece, 412 White Oak. Jay Melee, Seattle, Washington.
Let's go.
We also got Darren Dalton tapping in like sink water from the beautiful state of California. 559 deep in the valley, baby.
Shout out to that sink water. One time for the culture. Sink water, or if y'all call it tap water, whatever y'all want to call it, man. We fresh out the faucet. Ayy.
Alex Papamichael, the 561 Boca Raton, South Florida.
Shout out the Boca Raton, baby.
Rel, 412 Northside.
Let's go, Northside.
Bridge Nasty, the 870 Arkansas.
Shout out to Arkansas too, man. Let's get it.
Kevin Segal, what's up from Portugal for my birthday?
Man, shout out to Portugal and shout out to you, and happy birthday to you as well, man. Hopefully you're enjoying your big day. Let's get it.
It's half Bar from 402 Omaha, Nebraska.
Let's get it. Can we talk about Pittsburgh Tidy? Because he mentioned, what he likes. He says he's tuning in from a minivan in Soccer Mom Country, the 520. Okay? He has a soccer ball and he has his veggie plant. So I like his energy. Shout out to Pittsburgh Tidy today, man. Then after that, man, I'm going to take a couple of these. I got Mia Robinson tuning in from Wilkesburg, PA. Then after that, the other Jacob pulling up. Hashtag Picket Fence, the 602, Phoenix, Arizona. And he dropping another name in here. I'm leaving it alone. All right. Then after that, man, D. Harris, tuning in from the 305, Miami-Dade County, a.k.a. Wade County. Let's go. Big Noriega Bayless tuning in from Yensburg. But y'all know he right here in the 412 holding it down. D. Hendricks, Baltimore, Maryland. And he says F The Ravens, salute you, D, salute you. Lando, Potato, the 870, Jonesboro, Arkansas. And then after that, we got Nick Watt tuning in from the 918, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he simply says, what's everybody researching on today? So go ahead, drop that in the chat one time. You love to see it. You love to see it.
I'll say a few more. We got Steeler Nation Australia. Good day, Deke and Moats, Australia.
Good day, mate. Good day.
Max
Another
Thunder.
on the Bobby.
Tuning in from Alabama.
Bama.
Picking Easy. 814 Erie, PA. Hometown of Moats' boy, James Conner.
Let's go, James Conner.
And then two more. Rod Dulles. Got to shout him out.
Gotta
330
shout him
Youngstown, Ohio. Share a line, baby.
Share a line.
And then we got the homie Co. 803, South Carolina.
Respect.
And Moneybags is tuning in from South Carolina.
Shout out to
The
Moneybags,
803 as
man.
well.
And Ryan McPherson says that Deke. Oh, no, he says DK. I'm going to just say it's Deke. It's universally liked. So I'm going to go with you.
I don't know if I could say that.
I think universally liked. Yeah.
I don't know if I could say that.
Actually, no. West Virginia fans probably don't like you. Bengals fans don't like you. Ravens fans don't
Oh,
like you.
a lot of people on TikTok don't like me.
Bengals. You serious?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
What?
that's probably like, yeah, for sure.
I thought that you would be great, that it would all love you.
Oh, no. I mean, dude, just imagine back in 2021, some of my takes.
Oh, you was heavy-handed. Yeah.
Very, very heavy-handed. I wouldn't do it any other way. I don't care. I'm not seeking their approval.
Hey, man, you are who you are. That's what makes you.
I'm giving my takes.
Yeah.
I'm giving my takes and what I believe to be right.
Yeah, you giving takes and bubble gum. You fresh out of gum. I got you, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I have good approval rating.
All
I
right.
don't.
All right.
I think within Pittsburgh, yeah.
I think you the man in Pittsburgh.
But I mean, even some people in Pittsburgh don't like what I got to say.
I think they just listening wrong.
That's probably true, too.
Yeah. It happens like that sometimes, man. I like it, though. I like it.
Well, speaking of that, actually, you know, we had that QB3 conversation.
The other day we did, yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. What was it? Nick Foles was the one. I was like,
Guys, I
Yeah.
even doubled down. I made a
Yeah.
video on it. I wanted to like kind of clear my thoughts, think it through even more. And yeah, it's official. Big Ben is QB3. It's official. The way I'll bring it up,
QB3.
the way I'll bring it up to you as like the easiest comparison or easiest way to think about it is if we have a 49ers scenario this year.
Okay.
And you need a guy to finish out the season, long term, go into the playoffs, do that type of thing.
We're not going.
That's Big Ben.
We're not trusting Brock Purdy. That's what you're telling me.
No.
All right.
That's Big Ben.
Okay.
And what's funny is the 49ers
They called him.
had that exact scenario.
did.
They lost Trey Lance.
Yeah.
They lost Jimmy G. They called up Big Ben. Gauge his interest.
I did. Check
So
it,
if we have that type of situation here, we're calling up Big Ben long term. But I feel like if it's just for like a game and like Kenny or Mitch both aren't out long term, then yeah, you put whoever in just for like a game, right?
Okay. I can dig that.
So if it's the 49ers,
But
Big Ben is
49ers
QB3.
scenario. Though.
Big
Because
Ben is
the 49ers
QB3.
did call him. That is on record. He confirmed that. So yeah, if that is the
Right,
case,
like
I'm down.
if Kenny gets hurt and Kenny's coming back in the
Right, it is
season,
different. Yeah. But in the Niners scenario, them dudes were out for the year.
or
And they were still in contention as well.
or it doesn't have to be full 49er scenario. It could be Kenny's out long term, but if Mitch is in there and he's struggling, he's stinking it up,
after
then
a quarter.
2 games. I'll be honest, 2 games. 2 games. Mitch gets 2 games, and we're calling up 7.
Does 7 actually accept it is the other question.
All I'm saying, stay ready.
Bro. He looked really happy,
All
man.
I'm saying, stay ready.
He looked really
How
happy.
happy would he be, though, to be the guy that could save the season?
Who doesn't want to be the hero, right? Everyone wants to be the hero.
All I'm saying is stay ready.
Everyone wants to be a hero. Kenny, be
And I'm
careful,
being dead.
man.
Like I'm being dead serious.
Kenny,
if this
Kenny, be
scenario
careful,
happens,
Kenny.
Big Ben is QB3.
Kenny,
he's coming in
Be
for us.
careful. Be careful, Kenny. You can't put that Jello back in the tube. All right. Was that toothpaste come out? You can't put it back in. If Deke gets 7 back on this roster, I don't like it for you, Kenny. I'm just telling you now. I'm good with you. I can see how he didn't made it. He didn't rationalize it in his head. That's the first step. That's the package. Hey, let's get a couple reps out. He's just gonna do a little package for him.
I told you, it's only 49er
right?
scenario.
No.
This is Kenny's job.
First
this is Kenny's job. This is Kenny's team. It's his era.
Kenny,
it's
listen,
Kenny's
Kenny,
time. It's
Kenny.
Kenny's time. He's going off this year, actually.
Kenny, first he said 49er scenario. Then he said it's actually Kenny gone for the year, Mitch playing bad for 2 games. You see what I'm
Mitch
saying?
Stinks it up. I never said anything about Kenny's play.
This
is Kenny's team.
But
this
once
is Kenny's
7
team.
gets here,
This is Kenny's team.
once 7 gets here, when Deke is going to ask him, to move back over for you, KPA. That's the part that he has not included in this scenario.
Is that what
I'm just trying to figure
you're talking about
out.
for 2024?
Because of course, if 7 comes in here and leads us to that confetti, I know you're not gonna just leave it at that. No, not the Deke that I know. Not this Deke that sits next. No, not this version. No. I'm not the Yeezys and the fire outfits, the polo sweater. That's not gonna fool me. I've already peeped it, Kenny. Okay, be careful, man. Because once 7 gets hit, if 7 is winning like how Deke says it is, Deke ain't got no love for you. All right, it's gonna be a wrap. He could be over here like, yo, man, I'm back healthy. I'm good. He could be like, bro, I don't want to hear none of that, man. I don't want to hear none of that. Tell you that. That's why you laughing like that. All right. Watch out, Kitty. Just watch out. He trying to put the banana in the tailpipe. Be careful, man. Be careful.
No comment.
It's all good, man. It is all good.
You're gonna have to read these super chats because I was too caught up in the chat and reading.
You good.
The people that
man.
have universal approval ratings. I think you got the first 2.
Yeah, I got us over here, man. First off, man, we do. Here we go. Stella Fierce. Shout out to Stella Fierce. Says Vince Williams said Kendrick Green should be considered for fullback. What's your take? Well, first off, shout out to the homie Vince. Come on, aka Vince. You know what he gonna do. I get his logic. Kendrick is athletic as heck, short, compact, runs well, and is built like an old school fullback anyways. So if you were trying to keep him on the roster or maximize the pick, then it doesn't hurt you to allow him to experiment at fullback. He'll be competing with Monty Porterbaum. So it doesn't hurt one way or the other in terms of the cost. If he's able to, be a dominant fullback, which low key, I get exactly why Vince says it, because I'm thinking to myself as a defender, when you got to take on that as a lead blocker coming from depth, that is drastically different than when you're blocking it at the line of scrimmage and it's coming out of a stance, and the size element is in, our advantage. When he's coming from that backfield, as a fullback with that type of size and athleticism, yeah, he could potentially be a weapon, but it's a lot of things that go into that. We've seen teams utilize that. What was it, Baltimore? No. Yeah, it was Baltimore. They would take the big boy D tackle and put him in the backfield at fullback. I know the Lions used to do that. Shoot, Georgia was doing that in college, man, where you would take a D lineman or a big athletic lineman and put him at fullback because, yeah, we laugh about him being small as a guard, but that's because he's small to a 300-pounder. He ain't small to no outside linebacker that's 6'4", 260 max. Or one of these 230-pound inside linebackers. Nah, he actually big to them dudes. So I could get that, but I don't know if the team is going to actually do it. I wouldn't be opposed to it, though, because if all we're going to do is cut him anyways, right? We talk about universal approval, right? Universally, everybody feels like he's the odd man out, right? So when you think of it in that sense, what damage does it do for him to compete at fullback? Big question would be, could you catch? Because we want to see, could you actually provide some of the other stuff? What's your ball handling like? Because we do give our fullback the ball. And then you got to run on special teams, which low key, I feel like he actually would be good in that element because of his size and his ability to run. Now, could he tackle? That's a whole nother convo. But just being a person that's been in special teams, man, you don't want anybody that is big and can move because it's just a lot of space and they get a lot of momentum. And when they hit you, it actually hurts. So you be thinking about it. And dudes make business decisions. That's why you don't see a lot of touchdowns on kickoff returns. It's a lot of business decisions being made on that front line when you're watching this dude run down that field and you like, that's a Mack truck you talking about standing in front of. So in that vein, I could definitely see why Vince would recommend Kendrick Green for that. But yeah, I just don't know, man. I mean, if you're Kendrick, like I said, though, I don't think it would hurt to be open to anything just because of his situation with the depth chart right now, though.
I'm all for it.
Man, I don't think it hurts.
I think it would be extreme entertainment for the offseason.
Oh, facts.
Pottenbaum versus Kendrick Green fullback battle? Are you kidding me?
Bro, but the thing that'll be funny is this. Everybody mocks Kendrick Green. Everybody laughs and he's like the butt of the jokes. I can assure you, if he was at fullback, we'll be over here like, oh my God. Like, for a fact. The first time he
So
would
what are
hit
we doing?
somebody, the first time he would hit somebody compared to Powder Bomb hitting somebody, compared to Derek White hitting somebody, compared to Rosie Nix hitting somebody, we would all be like, okay, that's real.
So what are we doing? Give him a chance.
Well,
Because
it's
to your
unorthodox,
point,
though.
he has no other path to making this team.
Right.
I don't feel like.
Outside of ear injuries.
We just loaded up on the interior. He's got guaranteed 4 guys in front of him, and then he's going to be competing with Spencer Anderson and then that undrafted free agent we just brought in.
He forever has an opportunity on the roster because of injuries. That's the part that would essentially keep him. Practice squad.
You got to be praying for those injuries in training camp and stuff then.
But that's what I'm saying. So when we just say like, yo, he's not going to make it, all I'm simply saying is like 2 injuries and now it's a whole nother conversation surrounding him. You know what I mean? So like he technically
At least
still
fullback
does
he
have a
can
path,
earn
though.
his way.
Oh yeah, he has a way better chance of actually beating somebody else though there.
If I'm him, yeah, I'm calling for it.
I mean, we've seen Rosie Nix. Rosie Nix literally came in here. He was a linebacker when he first got here. And I'll never forget, he wanted to play linebacker. He was like, I'm a linebacker. And he was like, nah, you ain't gonna play linebacker here. It's too small to play D-line. So then it was like, all right, let's put you at fullback. Can you block? Because we were like, you're not going to be athletic enough to play linebacker here. We got dudes. This is when Shea, Vince, Spence, TG, I'm here, Debo, Jarvis. This is right before Bud got here. Bud came in the year afterwards. But it's like, bro, we're stacked in terms of just like talented dudes like that. And he's like, yo, put him at fullback. If you can go play fullback, and literally we're watching him smack somebody, and we're like, oh, okay. If you can do that, you gonna get a chance, bro. But he had to go over there and prove it and do it play after play. It's a different mindset. Guard to fullback is different. I say fullbacks are crazy because it's like you're the battering ram. At guard, that's you're still skillful. Like you need the size, and that's where he lacks. He has the skill, but he doesn't have the size. Fullback, man, I'd be like, bro, that's like the dummy mission. That's the you're running headfirst at this thing, and yes, you're not gonna have any success except
Typically a linebacker.
to hit him. Yes, a linebacker or a big angry D lineman that wants to kill you. Like that's what you're going into, and you better do it full speed and not blink.
This KG got that in him.
That's what we got to figure out. We know he fights. It wasn't a question of does he have the effort. It was more so he's just little. He's too small. It's like a Chihuahua. It's like you got all that bark you want. It's a pit bull you fighting. It's a Rottweiler. It don't matter. So like for Kendrick, I'm like, bro, it could, but you got to be committed to that, bro. Like that's a different mentality. Way different
What
mentality.
happens with the number?
I actually don't know how that works out. Well, no. You be 53 all offseason. You just change it if it makes the roster. Yeah, you don't have to change it until he actually makes it. Because think about the preseason, how many times you see like wacky numbers all over the place.
He'd have to switch his number if he gets the position changed, though, right?
Yeah, if it's officially changed, yeah.
To fullback.
Because right now you just use him as like, report as eligible. That's what you do in the preseason. You had to do, hey man, every time you come in, you got to report as eligible. It's more of an inconvenience for the player, but that's just what the team does, so that way you ain't switching jerseys and all that. And we don't do the college, oh man, you get the takeoff tearaway jersey. So yeah.
I would be all for it.
It would definitely make it interesting.
I would be all for it.
Low key, Vince is on to something, man. I do think that gives him the best chance to make this Steelers roster.
It's just another way to make the offseason interesting, too. We got this dude with a mullet named Potterbaum that's vying for our starting fullback spot. And if we throw Kendrick Green in the mix, the guy who's like the ultimate GOAT in Pittsburgh right now, the ultimate scapegoat. No one wants him, but then there's like the redeem story of like, what if he actually comes in and plays good?
Because for a fact, I could see it, bro. I'm literally thinking to him, I'm like, yo, he pulled, like, think about when we watch him pull and we watch him running on the field. We watch this dude run 10, 20 yards down, and it's like, yo, he's keeping up with whoever. That's moving. And you think about, he's still a big dude when you're comparing him to not D linemen, outside linebackers and inside linebackers. That's a big dude, man. A little short, but he's still big compared to like now when you're looking at him punching down compared to him essentially punching up versus them dudes he's playing in the interior D lineman with. So, I mean, if he is hearing this, bro, I would definitely be the one to hit my agent up like, hey, bro, hit him up and just see what they talk about. And if not Pittsburgh, see it somewhere else. Because you're still going to run into the same issues as a guard in this league because he's undersized. But now if you're putting him in a position where he's a lot larger, now we'll see. Big thing you have to learn is your track, you got to be inside out because it's a little bit more space. The angle is different coming top down as a fullback versus on the offensive line. You're just a step here and there, you're there. So you have to learn them angles. But if he gets that, bro, he'd be all right. I wouldn't want to deal with it.
You might have to slim down just a tad.
No, see, I don't even want that. I want it to be bully like that. So when it hits you, it hurts you. when it hits you, you're thinking about it. Because now you know what happens after that first time he hits you? That second time you can be over there like, I'm going to try to sideswipe it. And that's the one that's going to spit. But he don't go get that unless he actually like a couple times.
I'm just thinking for speed. I don't want him to be slowing up our run plays. You know what I mean?
You know we ain't got no speed back no way. We got Najee.
Now, if we had Bell, I don't think that'd be a problem.
We got Najee. Najee ain't no speed back. Don't act like Najee.
He's not as patient as Bell. I mean,
he ain't no speed
the Bell
back
patience
though, bro.
was 0 to none. Like, no one was as patient as Bell.
Yeah, Bell has, universally approved. He has elite level patience. Nobody has more than that, bro. But no, man, I think he'd have a chance, though.
Obey Venom just says, I'm happy that there's even a conversation about a good blocking fullback. We're going to run over defenses.
That has been what we've been trying to do these past couple of seasons, if you think about it. So I'm with it, man. I'm with it. That's a good question, though, right there. Shout out to Stella Fierce for bringing that up, man. Shout out to the homie Vince for the recommendation as well. Alrighty.
I think you just got the next one.
All right.
Because is Jack Anderson next?
No, I got a couple in front of you. I got 3 in front of you. All right. Actually, I'm going to skip to this one. It's right in that same... Oh, all right. So Sean McCartney has 2, but I want to read this one so we could talk about this one first because we know we're going to talk to TG around 4. Okay. So I just want to make sure we get this topic in on the front end. But Sean McCartney says that Arthur Maulet is gone. We need another slot cornerback for depth. Then he also adds that there are many free agents that people say would be a good fit for the Steelers, but is there anyone that Moats and Deke are interested in free agency? So we're going to answer the big free agency question probably on the back end of the TG interview or when he calls in. But in terms of Maulet being gone, let's definitely react to that. For those that don't know, Arthur Maulet, my Arthur M partner, was released today. Reports were that he asked to be released. And the team granted that.
Saved us like $2 million in cap almost. I think it was 1.9.
No, I thought it was less than that, bro. I thought it was like
I saw some on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw something where it was like 857 or something like that we actually are gonna like save after the fact, like once everything is like completed.
Might have saw some fake news.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, we're talking about a million difference one way or the other. You know what I mean? So, but with that though, it was interesting, man, because he was one of the dudes that obviously started for us the past, year and a half, 2 years almost. Yeah, because he came in 21, so excuse me, past 2 years. He's been heavily in the rotation, heavily a part of the defense. Even though we had brought in Shandon Sullivan, we thought that it would be them two competing or probably using both of them in some type of combination like we've seen before, Cam Sutton and Mike Hilton types. But, yeah, that was definitely a surprise for me, man. I also saw some other reports where, and we don't know how accurate this is or not, but they were saying where he was potentially going to be asked for a pay cut, and that was also part of it. Like I said, man, it's a lot.
There was definitely it had something to do with the contract,
right? It was definitely.
Sure.
I saw something like that as well. So yeah. So with that being the case, man, a couple of ways I do get it when you're talking about from the player side. Being asked for a pay cut, you're always gonna, or a lot of times you're gonna look at it like you're crazy, lost your mind. Like it took me forever to earn this money, and now I got it, and now you want to holler about a pay cut for the team, but we know the team will release me if I don't play well. Like a lot of that goes into it. You also think about Maulet's story. Remember, he was about to retire before he came here because of how everything was going on around the league for him personally. Gets here, has success, we re-signed him, and we know how everything was working out for him. So this could have been one of those things where he's just, like, man, I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with whatever you guys might be trying to concoct down the line. And what I mean by that is a scenario where, we want you and Shandon Sullivan to compete, but whoever loses the competition gets released. Well, when are we doing cuts this year? Cuts are when? Right at the end of that last preseason game. There's no more cut downs. There's no more you gradually working to it. So you essentially could get lost in the shuffle or screwed if it worked out like that. And not saying the team would decide to do that, because we know there's multiple corners and other players on this roster that are going to potentially get cut. But if you are Maulet and you just don't want to deal with that type of uncertainty, you want to go somewhere where you feel like you got a better chance or just a smoother line for you, then I could also understand him, asking for the release as well, because all of that is a part of it when you're a player and you having to understand the business side for yourself. Yeah, you can stick around for the team and it's cool. Oh, yeah, you're competing. Yeah, you're doing all this other stuff. Like, pat yourself on the back. But if they release you and, you get lost in the shuffle because 1,000 heads are getting released at the same time, and now you get, stuck with no job going in opening week, as a vested veteran, that deals with your money. Now your contract is no longer guaranteed. Those are all the little like business detail things that kind of get lost in the shuffle with this type of stuff. So for him, if he's considering all of that, I could definitely understand why he would ask for that. And then if you're the team, I mean, it makes sense. I don't want you to be no hostage.
Right.
And if you're not a TJ Watt, a Minka Fitzpatrick, one of the marquee guys at a marquee position, why do I necessarily have to bend over backwards for you if you asking for a release? Like, it's not like Devin White. Like, we see Devin White ask for a trade, and they're like, nah, we ain't doing that. Matters a lot more to that team, whereas for Maulet here, it's just not the same type of,
especially with how the Steelers handled the offseason and bringing in all these secondary pieces. Mm-hmm. I was surprised at first, but after realizing Maulet was the one that asked for the release, I'm less surprised because he probably looks at the room and is like, man, I don't know if you guys value me or you guys view that there's still a spot for me here because of all these dudes you brought in. You bring in a Chandon Sullivan, who I think by all accounts, now whether you want to say he's better in coverage or like each of them have their own little archetypes, like he's the more experienced, the more
in terms of
cornerback, slot cornerback with the pedigree versus Arthur Maulet. You know what I mean?
Maulet's more the versatile. Chandon's more of the true cover slot corner. Yeah.
Plus, you have a Trey Norwood on the roster. You drafted 2 corners. I know they're not specifically slot corners, but you drafted 2 guys in the draft. Yeah. And I feel like probably now with Maulet being released, the Steelers, like even if we don't pick up a slot, we'll make it work. You've moved Monty Casey up maybe in some of those run situations. In pass situations, could you move a Patrick Peterson in there? He was talking about willing to be more versatile. Like, I think we'll be all right. I'm just more bummed because I would have liked to see Maulet in camp and compete with Chandon Sullivan and whatever other corners are out there because he's going to bring it. Like, he ain't going to back down. Like, I feel like he was just solid for us. You know what I mean? Like, he was a net positive. Like, he wasn't a world burner or anything, but he was good against the run, did what we needed him to do, had some lapses in coverage at times, but also made some good plays.
He had, 2 picks?
He had that one in the Raiders game.
Yeah. So it's like he still even gets some turnovers on occasion, man. Now you're absolutely right, man, with everything you said right there. I would have wanted to see him compete with Chandon because I do think it's a scenario where it's Sutton and Hilton, that combo, and I'm all for that. Can we still be fine? Sure, no question. To me, slot just becomes like inside linebacker. Can you get away with it? Yes. Are you vulnerable? Yes. As long as you know that going in, we plan accordingly, and hopefully, everything works out with that. I don't think that, it's a deal breaker one way or the other. I just think it does put a little bit more attention on it if we're not going to address it personnel-wise. Schematically, we're going to have to be super buttoned up because once again, when we start naming Patrick Peterson, we start naming, other guys.
Hell, what about this name?
Yeah.
Trice for running situations. I know we talked about him a little bit more last podcast and how it might not be the best for passing downs, but he's got that big body type.
Yeah, like I said, Band-Aids, you can get away with it. In any of them corners that we named or that we think of the name of any of the safeties, yes, you could get away with it. All I'm saying is we will understand there is a difference, though, between a guy that is designed for that versus a guy that is doing it as a plus to his job. You know what I mean? Like Pat P, JPJ, Levi, Kello, any of the safeties. It's like their main job is outside corner or safety. Now, they can play slot, but that's not their main thing. So with that, it's just going to reflect. As long as the matchup good, we good. But if it's versus a guy that does that versus a guy that moonlights at it, that's where I think we're going to fill that void a little bit, so to speak. Now, how often does that happen?
You think it's necessarily the matchup or like
I think
how much those guys are comfortable in that spot or how much they've been working behind the scenes?
So put it like this, right? Pat P can work behind the scenes as much as he wants. Pat P is not going to move in the slot like Arthur Maulet will move in the slot. Now, granted, Pat P is a better player as a whole, but specifically in the slot, we're talking about those matchups. You're not facing big body guys that are long speed. It's usually short, super agile, super quick. That's a different build than outside corners. That's why outside corners are typically bigger, longer, because they're built for that. And your slots are usually shorter, more compact, because they got to be able to do all that little short, quick stuff. So it doesn't matter if, this guy runs a 4.3 or 4.2, if he's going to get hit off the line on a release, and now, this guy's getting a little 5-yard catch, moving it up. It's like that type of stuff that you deal with in the slot. Like you said, it can still work, though. And in terms of teams that are going to really be able to hurt us like that, you're going to have a team that's deep. You're going to have a team that has, like Cincinnati, that has 3 legit guys. If it's a team that only got 1 guy or 2 guys, it's like, bro, we ain't tripping. We can match that up. But those aren't the teams that we're going to be worried about when we're talking about trying to win it all. The teams that we're going to be worried about have them type of pieces. So that's kind of why I think of it like that. Like, yeah, we're going to win games. Like, it's not we're going to lose not because we don't have Maulet. Nah, it's not the case. Same with the linebacker situation. Not having a third athletic linebacker, it doesn't kill you until you face a team that has the weapons, that has the pieces to do all of that. And now we're sitting here like, yeah, we can't stop that today. That's the part where I'm just thinking big picture, like, we going to have to figure out that part. Because we know what some of these teams are in terms of at the top of the AFC or even in the NFC. It's like, they're going to find ways to stress you out like that. So, yeah.
Yep, got you. Well, you'd like to think, like, if that's our worst issue, though, that's the thing that I got to applaud the Steelers for.
Yeah,
this
we're in a great
offseason.
situation, though. Absolutely.
We're talking about slot corner and inside linebackers potentially being a need, even though we did address them and have good guys in those spots. Yes. It's just we're trying to find a certain little sliver or little archetype to fill the void.
Because we're trying to win a championship. And when you talk about that, then, it does become a lot more of the nitpick. It does become a lot more of every little thing mattering in order to get the big thing. If all you focus on is like the big pieces and not the little stuff, the nuance, that's how the teams get you, especially when you're talking about playoff teams, because they not only are talented, but schematically know how to attack you. Their players are designed to be able to take advantage of some of those mismatches. So that's the part we just got to be a little bit more cognizant. But on the flip side, what are we creating on offense? Our same level of mismatch. So instead of teams worrying about nickel, corner, and athletic linebacker, when they play us, they're going to have to worry about what? Physical linebacker. A safety that can walk into that box and play that run. Who can handle 2 tight end sets? Yeah. So that's what we're creating on our side of it. So everybody's doing it. But we just got to know going into it.
And then it just comes down to how you play the game, how you execute.
Yeah, absolutely. And
chess game from both teams.
That's the beauty of the NFL, man. But so like I said, we're still good. It's just the little things like that are what we're going to have to be a little bit more aware of.
Yeah, it didn't hurt us to keep him. I thought it would have been fine to keep Maulet and be in this slot corner competition because of how he would be good in run support for us. But now that's not even an option, and I don't even know who we're picking up.
Because my thing was this: even if we cut him, at least I would feel good because that means Trey Norwood would beat him out. That means Shannon Sullivan beat him out. You see what I mean? But by him being released because
even if the Steelers cut him right now,
no. If they cut him right now, or if they had cut him in training camp, right? Yeah. It was like at least our decision, right? Our decision. We felt good about it. This doesn't scream we felt good about our situation and we just let him move. It was like, all right, you asking for it? All right, cool. It could have happened anyways, but we ain't go trip. Like, it's just a different feeling to me. That's all.
Because that's what I was wondering when we cut him, too. I was like, is another move potentially coming down the line?
If we would have done it, I think it was another move.
Like, is this opening things up for Reuben Foster, Quan Alexander? And I think that would be a fair trade-off.
I'm with you.
That would be an absolutely understandable trade-off.
Definitely with you, man.
Because we just brought in Shannon Sullivan. Okay, we miss maybe a little bit of the run support at slot corner. But if we get a Reuben Foster, Quan Alexander,
absolutely,
that'll be worth it.
We feel good. Heck yeah.
Who's next?
And then after that we had what were your thoughts though in terms of free agents? Because I know Sean McCartney did have that at the end of it.
I don't know. I don't think there's anyone I feel like that amazing about, to be honest. Yeah. In terms of specifically slot corner, Bradley Roby's being brought up. There's Troy Hill out there. Huh?
How's Bradley Roby's health been lately?
I don't I mean, I
That's
think
the
there's
one I'm
still a
on.
reason he's a free
Yeah,
agent.
that's
like
what I'm
this.
saying.
I was looking at some of his numbers last year. weren't anything special.
Yeah.
Troy Hill, Kyle Fuller. He's coming off that
Kyle.
ACL
When did he tear his?
early last year.
It was early.
Yeah. Bryce
little,
Callahan.
Callahan could be interesting.
Justin Lane.
Chill out, bro.
There's no one that really sticks out to me, to be honest. PJ Williams, he's a slot, right?
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat? Maybe there's
I'm just
someone
trying to
I'm
think of
missing.
some of them names you were naming.
I'd almost just rather have Maulet.
I mean, obviously, he'd be the ideal one. Omar gonna surprise us, though. I got a feeling. Omar gonna surprise us.
You think we're going to address slot corner?
I low-key do at some point. I just wonder, though, do we get a chance to see the group that we currently have now, right? Shannon Sullivan. I'm assuming this is going to mean Trey Norwood now is a slot.
Yeah.
I want to see like how they allow them dudes to play out. Does Trey Norwood actually get to compete for it? Or is it just it's going to be Chandon and now we just going to sign another depth dude type thing?
You think maybe in like training camp?
Yeah.
Almost. When did we sign Melvin Ingram? That was really random. That was like in June.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was leading up to training camp.
Because I think of more of like the Joe Schobert move, but less splashy. Like,
Right.
remember how that was like in the middle of training, actually in the middle of a game, and we're watching, trying to see who's going to be the starter, who's going to pick it up. Yeah. I don't think it'll be as splashy, but I can see something like that if we don't feel like really confident about how the dudes are playing in this lot.
That's if we don't. Right. That's if we
Yeah.
see some lapses in those games.
But I think they'll let him go. I think they'll let him try first, though.
I definitely think we could moonlight this.
Yeah.
Keanu Neal at safety. You bump up KZ.
We got multiple players
If
to
you
fill
want
it.
KZ back at safety, throw Peterson over that. Can you do it just a 3 cornerback set? Maybe in more passing downs where it's
Right.
Peterson. Can you throw JP in the slot?
Mhm.
Or Levi Wallace, the other on the outside? Shannon Sullivan. We obviously know like that's his position.
Right,
too.
right.
So maybe he's doing that at least 50% of the time.
Yeah.
We can make it work right now.
Yeah.
We can make it work.
And at this point in time, you're not overly cautious about injuries either. We're not over here sitting here like, man, if this guy goes down, then what are we going to do? It's like, bro, it's slide. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's like a starter. But I don't know. I just feel like you got a little bit of leeway with the slot corner versus like the outside guys, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What else we got? Well,
right.
it's TG time almost, right?
Let me text him. I ain't even text him. Let me make sure he good. Oh, C-Bash just text me too, man. All right. Trying to see if he want to pull back up on us, man. You know? Get some of his analysis on this draft. See what he thought of it.
Some quarterback takes.
You know?
Ask him who QB3 is.
I need to hear this story, actually. Yeah. Like, so we got this theory over here, right? We got this theory, okay? That your friend, 7, is actually QB3 today, okay? Are you okay with that?
He's actually QB3.
Can you confirm this?
If a
The
49er
7 know
scenario
this.
happens, he is QB3.
All right.
You say anything?
I literally just texted him back because he's actually talking about him getting on the show, but now TG is actually calling me. I'm like, T, don't call me, man. I'm going to call you, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were texting Batch.
Yeah, because C-Batch texted me while I picked up my phone, and that's what made me say C-Batch. But then
Batch
after
had a
that,
little more higher priority than TG.
well, because we was I was already texting C-Batch, you know what I mean,
Okay.
earlier today. That's all.
You don't want to be rude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be a gentleman here.
So TG's calling.
Yes. Well, he just called. I'm calling him back real quick. Hold on. Lord, boy, that thing hurt my ear now, partner. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me see. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Alrighty. Let's get him on. Yeah. What's the word? Wait, bro, where you at? I hear you moving. Where you at, man?
Bro,
You got me?
I'm with you.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yo, there he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the children of all ages. The one, the only Pittsburgh Steelers alumni, West Virginia Mountaineer, almost heaven. But more importantly, this is my locker mate, Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. T Jizzle, man, what in the world, man? What's the word with you, baby?
Man, what's up with it?
Man.
How you feel?
Bro, we got plenty that we got to talk about today, man. All right, because you know they flirting with some of this schedule dropping stuff, so we're gonna have to you gotta tap in with that. Got some of these matchups we ain't feeling all the way. All right, and we also need your thoughts on how many primetime games the Steelers need to have, but we not there just yet, okay? Because we did have a bombshell, so to speak, that took place right before the show started.
Okay.
With Arthur Maulet, you know, my Arthur namesake, man, got released.
I feel that.
Now, he did ask for the release. We've seen that come out in the reports as well. But ultimately, he was released today. What were your thoughts on this thing, man? Did you see this coming? Was this a part of the TG script?
No, that wasn't part of the... I don't think that was part of the script, part of the plan. Mm-mm. Did you show he asked for it? That's the
report. So we got two reports. We got one report that says he asked for it. Another report that says he was approached about a pay cut first. Okay. So yeah, you catch my drift. It's something in the middle. We'll leave it at that. Where it might have been, take this pay cut. I ain't taking that pay cut. You ain't gonna take the pay cut. Well, release me then. You know how that convo could go.
It was definitely something.
You know how that convo goes.
You don't get cut right now unless something happens.
You gotta do something bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that time of year. Like either something's gotta happen, or it's like because they don't just let you go right now. So it was something. So I don't know. I don't think it's like a devastating blow. I think it's like all right, like that's tough. That's a person like a solid person. He's been on the team for a little bit.
Yeah,
help build a little bit of what you call that this new culture.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I think it's a body blow.
Yeah,
it's like all right, that's tough.
Like, because when we talked about it, I was basically saying, like, it doesn't kill anything that you're trying to do per se, but it does just make you a little bit more aware of that slot corner, because now one of the guys that we've depended on in terms of the physicality, the run element, the blitzing part, now that void is gone. Yeah, you got Chandon Sullivan, who's more of the coverage guy, but the Maulet part is like, man, well, where are we going to get that part from, man? So we've basically been over here troubleshooting, trying to figure out which method we like the best, whether that be moving these outside corners, flirting with them on the inside, some of these safeties on the team, flirting with them on the inside, or do we go shopping?
No, I don't think it's a shopping thing. I mean, I think you got plenty of time right now. Like, it happened in a time where you got plenty of time. You're about to go through OTAs, you're about to go through, essentially, you still got training camp. You still got a little bit of some summertime. So it's like at OTAs, I'm sure they'll test some stuff out,
But that's what made it so crazy. That's what made it so just shocking to me that this happened now, that he would even, I could understand slightly why Maulet might ask for the release now, but at the same time, it's just like, man, it's early in the process.
Early. It's still a lot of time to go before, like week one.
Right.
You still really got a whole summertime in it because you got OTAs, then it's like you get that 6 weeks off. That's like summertime and NFL time. And then you come back to training camp. So it's like they get to go see what in OTAs they might do something. They might try to put JPJ. They'll probably leave JPJ outside. They'll probably leave Pat outside. But they got a couple people they can throw inside real quick and just see if they like it.
Well, yeah, I mean, because we've talked about Levi Wallace. Obviously, Keller Witherspoon's still up here. And even some of the former, not former safeties, but some of the safeties. We talked Trey Norwood. He's got experience in the slot. Keanu Neal potentially bumping down in the slot. DeMonte Casey potentially bumping down in there as well. So it's like, man, we've seen a lot of potential options,
Yeah, 100%.
Now,
so there's a lot of different options they can do.
Yeah. Now, are you concerned in any way about the fact that these dudes primarily play other positions and this would be their secondary position? Whereas when we're talking about Maulet, that's his primary thing. And obviously that's why the production was there the way that it was. No different. We're talking Mike Hilton or Cam Sutton. Like, that's what they primarily do. So is there a concern there for you?
Right. Nah, Um, no, because I think it's part of being the position. I think it's part of football. Like that's where it's more like D-back now is like a position. Like
Yeah,
D-back,
it is, bro.
where it's like
The more
yeah,
you could
gotta
do.
play. Yeah, the nickel, the safety. You might, because I was gonna say they could always do something like if they wanted to, because you know Minka could go down in that nickel spot if they wanted to, and they could put another safety back
Oh,
there.
that's right. Yeah. You didn't see Minka, the origin of Minka, man. He got all that type of stuff.
I'm just saying, like they're not in a panic. Like they can fit that spot how they want to fit. It's just what body type they want to put there. Like I think he was kind of the body type. Maulet had that body type that is it could cover it, but it fit the run pretty well.
Yeah.
Similar to a Mike Hilton. Like it's like that. I'm willing to really step up in this run.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that Witherspoon's super duper gonna step up in that run, but he give you an aspect more at the corner spot of it. You see? So it's just a matter of it's just a matter of what you want to put. You could sneaky kind of put something and put Neil back there around there, and then it's like now you got more of a physical guy. Yeah. But there's not as much as your cover guy. So it's just they might mix and match it a little bit. So you might see like sometimes you see the big roll, you might see a little nickel, a big nickel, however they want to do it, but they'll still get what they're looking for.
Now, well, being that you are the defensive coordinator, at your college and everything like that, I mean, what would you do? Okay, what would you do if this was you? If you were the DC of the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, how would we handle in the slot under TG's defense, man? And don't give me that 3-3-5. I don't want to hit that at the NFL level, man. I'm not hearing no 3-3-5 talk today.
No, I love the 3-3-5. But I would put something like a Neil there. I put somebody that can fit the run a little bit. Okay. Where I can get through my blitzes. I can still run all the fire zones because Pittsburgh wants to run fire zones. Yeah. So they're not looking for that guy to be a super duper cover guy. They're looking for somebody that can blitz that spot, who can kind of fit that edge. Kind of almost like it's almost like they're trying to get bruh. Yeah, they're trying to throw a linebacker out of it. So it's almost like they try to get a 4-3 truly out of it, out of the 4-2. So it's like I'll put somebody like that who could fit the run, who could step up in the run. I still run my fire zones. I still be able to run all my blitzes. I still be able to bring the safety down.
Let's go. I like that.
I just be able to do that. Like I think so. I think they're looking for more of a blitzing type person right there.
I could dig that.
Yeah, and we have a guy we literally brought in and is a slot corner specialist in Shannon Sullivan and has done it pretty well throughout his career, particularly with the Packers. Maybe a little down year last year, but now TG, there's been some other speculation now being thrown out there. Your former teammate caused some buzz on Twitter by saying,
"Oh, shout out to Vince, man.
He wouldn't mind seeing Kendrick Green at fullback." What do you think?
What's up, TG? You forcing that, TG? What's up, man?
I'm here for it.
I need you to force that. Go ahead, man.
I think it's nice. 4th and 1, 3rd and 2. I think it's nice. Go. Why not? Like I think you can move pretty well. Why not? I like the little move. I like the little nuance in football now. Putting these big guys that like the Y off. And
hey, just to irritate it, man. Make our job a little more hectic. Yeah.
But I think you just went and got the 6-0 lineman. You just went and got that in the draft. So
you did.
Yeah. If they want to get a super big personnel, you get a 22 and put them there. That's really big. That's big. They're gonna get a yard.
It's massive,
You'll get a yard with that.
It's massive.
Yeah, you're gonna get a yard with that for sure. But what's Hayward play? Isn't Hayward the fullback?
Well, he's more like we were looking at him, and Canada has said that he's gonna do more than just fullback. He's more of like the H back because they lined him up in the slot. So
what's Zero gonna play?
Who?
What's Zero gonna play? My man that just came in.
He's gonna be he's like inline tight end. I look at him and Pat as like inline tight end. Whereas when you talk,
I feel like he's more like the H back. I think he's more gonna be the guy that moves, like the 6th line.
Pat to me is just Pat. He's the athlete. He's the guy that we're gonna feature.
Pat's the athlete.
You throw him in
Darnell,
the slot
right?
too.
Darnell's gonna be the guy where he's the guy that's lined up off, but he's blocking. You know what I mean? He might be in the protection, but you're still gonna run him out throwing routes. Whereas I think of Connor Hayward. Man, they'll line this dude to the slot. They'll put him at Y off, but you hardly ever see him lined up as the inline tight end. He's usually the move guy. He'll be the motion guy. He'll line up at fullback. He'll do all of that type of stuff.
Darnell's gonna be that guy. I think Darnell's gonna kind of take that.
See,
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think that
Darnell
one.
was gonna be too big to move around and do all that. I thought they
I
would
think
keep him
he's
more
everything.
wide off, but not backfield, spaced out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he's a bigger Hayward. Like I think he's that wide off. You move it.
Wow.
Yeah, you let it run.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
think.
you hit
Okay.
it in the
Okay.
flat. I think that's what that's for.
Okay.
I think they're getting back to real big boy football. You can see that coming.
Yeah.
They might change the whole. They might bring it all the way back where
But
it's
see,
like 22 person.
low key, that's why I looked at it like this. In terms of tight ends, Pat Fryermuth, Darnell Washington, and Zach Gentry. If we were going 13 personnel, those would be the 3 tight ends. In terms of the fullback convo, if it was a 22 personnel, if we trying to be athletic, it's 22 with Connor Hayward. If we trying to be big and mean, it's 22 with Monty Porterbaum, the undrafted free agent that we just picked up, the true fullback. Or if we were having Kendrick Green as a fullback, it would be 22 with Green in there. And I would kind of think of it like that. That's kind of look at Hayward and his role right now.
A lot of teams are starting to adapt that 2 fullback. It's almost like a wishbone.
Yeah.
Fullback and that tip and that back in the dot. They might do something like that where they put them both and have them both insert because it creates a nice little crease if the linebackers don't fit it right.
Yeah, and it makes you have to play a certain personnel grouping on defense too.
Yeah, it makes you get back to real football. Make you get back to big football. They got the personnel where they can bring something back where it's like everybody's getting these athletic dudes at the linebacker. Now you gotta have something that can
you thump this?
Yeah, can you thump this? Chuck. I mean, they're big. They can be real big, real physical, like real control the game, eat the clock up, 20 passes a game, 21 play action pass, dump it off to that could be all right.
Man, you sound like you describing old school Seattle football right there, man. That's the Legion of Boom and Wrestling them boys, huh?
I just feel like that's what it's built towards. Like when you look how they building it, like it look like they trying to get real.
Like when you talking heavy run, low amount of pass attempts, we're gonna choke you out.
Play action, throw it to the back, let him go get this 3.
Yeah.
Play action. I'm gonna pick it out here, go do something with it.
I'm gonna make you have to tackle in space. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
The ball.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to deal with first and second down power, like true power. I mean, that might be what they're looking to do.
I can see it then. So sounds like you're on board though with Kendrick Green if he ever did decide to transition to fullback.
I like that. I think you got to try to do something.
So TG, low key, this is what I brought up, bro. So you were here when Rosie Nix got here, and Rosie wanted to play linebacker, right?
He was in the room with me.
Yeah, and then he ultimately made the decision. Coach talked to him, put him at fullback, and we've seen the type of career that he was able to have from that. But if he were to stay at linebacker in that point in time with the room as it was, his career probably doesn't go anywhere near the heights that we saw it go to. And when I look at Kendrick Green, you think about the guys that we done brought in free agency. Isaac Seumalo, Nate Herbig. You talk about James Daniel a year ago. You still got Mason Cole. We drafted Kevin Dotson, a couple years ago. He's still a good guy that's started for us. You bring in Spencer Anderson, another versatile late round draft pick. You know what I mean? So it's like all these bodies, all these guys with more capital, more cachet, and more money than Kendrick Green. It's like, do you just sit there and hope for some injuries to happen, or do you try to make the best of this scenario and potentially take that spot, or try to take that spot at fullback because it is going to be open for him? It's going to be interesting though, man.
Yeah, I feel like he's at his I think you try to see what it's always the new guy's always the exciting guy. You know how that is.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Exciting. So it's like you got to see what the new is.
No.
Yeah,
so it's going to be interesting, man, to see what they do. Was that no?
I like this in our fullback. I think you give him a chance. Like you save his value.
I low-key like it. I'm like, bro, you can run well. You have great size for a fullback. And not every linebacker is going to want to hit you. When you're coming from depth, that's different than you being at guard on the offensive line, and it's a step here, step there. When you coming from a fullback, you got time to get some speed up. You got time to think about it if you're the defender. I don't know if everybody going to want to hit that, bro.
I like that on 4th and 1.
Facts. It's going to get the yard, bro. Let's go.
For sure.
Now, TG, people have been bringing up the QB3 spot.
Oh Lord.
Nick Foles just got released, and I guess that sparked some interest within Steeler Nation. Like, oh, could we use an upgrade over the undrafted free agent we just brought in Tanner Morgan? So I came up with a theory. Our quarterback 3 is actually Big Ben, whether he knows it or not right now. Because, listen, if we have a scenario like the 49ers last year, that's who we're calling up. Am I wrong? If Kenny goes out long term and Mitch is out long term, we're calling up Big Ben. Like, I don't want any of these other guys in. We got a roster that's championship ready. I think you give it to a guy that knows what he's doing.
I don't think you see 7 anymore. I don't think you see 7 anymore.
This is a panic emergency situation.
Panic emergency.
It is. I'm saying. I'm saying Mitch and Kenny are down for the year. Who do you actually want Tanner Morgan steering this car?
But that's the question I think we were just talking about. Because at this point, if that happens, do you ride with Tanner and try to wait on Caleb?
Oh.
Ooh.
No. See, that's a no. See, that's a no. That's a no. That's a no.
Well, because this is my thing, TG. I asked him this. You brought up the Caleb Williams part, and I love that. I said, if 7 comes in here and plays like how Deke thinks he's going to play, then we should be winning the Super Bowl. So if that happens, is 7 going to be leaving, or what goes on after that? And he hasn't given me an answer to that scenario just yet. So the Caleb Williams could very well be in play as well. That's what it sounds like right now, man.
So you want 7 to come back and do what? And take over the team?
He says, if 7 wins it all, what happens?
We'd have to wait and see when we get there.
You'd have pounded the table for 7 for the past couple years. If you get 7 to come out of retirement and 7 wins it all, you gonna then talk about we got.
I'm just saying that's on 7. That's on 7. Let's hear what 7's got to say about it. Maybe this was just like for him bringing the cop out of retirement type of thing, and
if it's not,
gets that 3rd ring and then goes back. I don't know.
If it's not,
I don't know.
What happens to your
it's
boy
up to him.
KP8?
How's
That's
Ben
what we're
feeling?
trying to figure out.
We'll see when we get there. No comment right now, though. We'll see when we get there.
And he says,
you got to see how 7's feeling. Though. You got to see how 7's feeling.
It was like you feeling that one, man.
Yeah, I don't think you see 7 no more.
I'm just saying, emergency panic situation. And the other reason I bring it up is because the quarterback 3 spot has been brought up because Nick Foles got released and everything, and everyone's wondering who should it be.
Right there.
Huh?
I like Nick Foles right there. I think that's a good fit. I think that's a great fit.
I like it as well.
Here's my point.
I'll be honest.
Go ahead.
I think if something happens per se to the first 2, I think Nick Foles' style is very mimicky of Kenny's style. I think they got a very similar style. I think that'd be a real...
Nick Foles just ain't good. He's just not
Kenny
good.
to a Super Bowl MVP.
He's just not good anymore.
A Super Bowl MVP. I like that. I like the energy.
Sure.
It's a Super Bowl MVP, man. It's a good comp.
The movement, the athleticism, the arm. I think that'd be a good person to have in a room with Kenny as well. So I think that'd be a great.
Yeah, I don't think there's a downside to it. Again, I'm talking more long term. Those dudes are out for the season, Kenny and Mitch. I'd rather have Ben than Nick Foles at the helm.
I think you give it to Nick at that point.
No.
That what TG said.
I'd be so
give
mad.
It to Nick at that point.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed if Ben actually wanted to come back. I wouldn't be happy about that.
Hey, son.
I just don't think 7's coming back in the building.
All right, so I did want to. I was gonna throw out some facts. All right, just some behind the scenes. 7 still is in really good shape. But apparently 7 has thrown out his back.
Someone in the chat said that.
They said that Ben on his podcast said that he threw out a disc or something with his back. I saw him last week at the little golf joint, and he's still physically in shape. He's not retired big Ben. He still looks like regular Ben. You know what I mean? So it's like, it might have something in there. I don't know whatever if it's going to last that long. You know what I'm saying? But at least in terms of walking out the tunnel, and people going crazy when he points up to the sky, he could do that.
Yeah,
he could definitely give you that.
I just think in today's day, if your quarterback can't move a little bit, it's gonna be a long day. He's gonna get hit a lot.
And we did see that, so to speak, man.
gonna get
He
hit
was
a
banged
lot.
up.
Yeah.
He was definitely banged up after that Raiders
He's
game
gonna
in
get
his
hit a
last season.
lot.
Because we saw him move. Remember
Yeah,
that?
we
Remember
did.
before that Raiders game
We
in the
did.
Lions preseason game? He was moving all over the place.
Dude, he
You
had
know
the
it
one.
don't move.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that. You know it don't move no
Hey, chill
more.
out,
No,
man.
he was
Chill out,
banged
bro.
up,
Chill
dude.
out.
His hip got
Not gonna
destroyed.
do that.
His hip got destroyed. We had the worst O-line in the
No, it don't
league.
move no more.
I love it.
No,
I love what TG is just be like, you know what?
he was
I
banged
can't
up.
do that one. No, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. You know it doesn't move no more. What you asking? You know it don't move no more.
Not like
So
his
I'm
rookie
like,
year,
what?
but I mean,
but it could
Yeah,
get.
you wanted to come in there and get blasted.
Time
You
out,
guys
time
are
out.
running
no,
fast.
we got a good O-line now. No, we got a good O-line.
All right, serious question.
That
then.
wouldn't-
that wouldn't be
TG,
happening.
Hold on, TG and Deke. Serious question. I think I know how Deke's going to answer, but I'm going to ask it anyways. We all remember in the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes. He had that time where he had to run. He takes off. It was like 20 yards, bum ankle, but he still was moving fast enough to pick up the yards. Right? Is 7 capable of that type of play?
No.
I honestly don't
No.
remember that play.
Wow.
That
Dude,
would
I
hurt.
drank a lot for the Super Bowl.
Wow, one of the
I had a-
most iconic,
I
one
had
of
a
the
lot of vodka.
biggest plays in the Super Bowl for Mahomes
had a lot of
was
vodka.
that play.
I remember that
Wow.
BS flag call
Whoa.
on Bradbury and Juju. That's the one I remember.
I said I don't remember that run. I remember the flag though. That's crazy.
You remember when he just fell? That one play?
Oh, when he tried to the pitch, he
He
looked. He was
was
trying to do the,
bad.
he tried to do the Mahomes, and he. Yeah.
Man.
Deke said he
No,
tripped
it-
though. Deke said he tripped. That's why he fell.
Man, it just looked like it hurt. You know he's not running no more. I'm with you. Sure, the arm might still be there, the heart, the brain, but that's
He
gonna
actually
hurt.
have a line now.
Could he
Yeah,
give
but-
Could he give you a Peyton Manning 2015?
But you talking about he got to pitch a perfect game on the line protection, like slide left, slide right. I'm
Yeah.
talking one or-
And nobody
Yeah,
can get
I'm
beat.
talk-
You can't get
yeah,
beat
I'm
up front.
talking about things happen.
You can't
like,
get beat
he's
up
gonna
front. Slip on
he's
your
gonna
own
get
time.
hit. He's got to pitch a perfect game.
I
Like,
just
you're
know.
talking about-
I just know he had the worst O-line in the league his last season.
Hey,
we made
hey,
the playoffs.
But
But
I'm
look,
he
talking about
carried
the
us to the
movement.
playoffs.
You got to be
Terrible
able to move.
defense too that year.
Hey, TG, you right though, bro. Not only does he have to pitch a perfect game because of, like you said, you don't want him to take no shots. That's the one thing we would all agree upon because we saw that in that Raiders game. He takes
And
shots
throughout the season.
right?
But yeah,
Take the
that
shots
was
that's
bad.
going to get him. So we're not just talking about him doing it one time. He's going to have to replicate this, and the O line has to replicate this while staying healthy as well for him.
Every week.
Yeah,
That
I see what
O-line's
you're
gonna
saying,
get
man.
attacked.
I
I'm
see what you're
attacking
saying,
that.
man.
Yeah. Let me
I
see.
definitely see what you're
I'm
saying.
flushing that somehow. Everybody's up on the line. We're in 0. Show me. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it.
He's got Pickens.
All right.
I like it. Well, hopefully this scenario does not
No,
come about.
it's Kenny's team. Kenny's the guy. I'm just bringing this up.
But
because,
you don't sound like you really believe it's Kenny's team.
No, it is 100%.
Unless,
Dude,
unless it was a
every-
doomsday,
everyone-
and 7 came in here and won.
Everyone brought up the quarterback 3 position. I'm giving
Uh-huh.
you guys my plan for the QB 3 spot.
But
I
your
think it's
plan,
Nick Foles. Get Nick Foles in the building.
Again, this is for if they're both out long term.
This
If they're
sound
both out
like
long term,
sabotage
not just for a
Kenny.
game or two.
This sound
For a
like
game or
sabotage
two,
Kenny.
yeah, like Foles would work, or even maybe Tanner Morgan would work for a game or something.
So could
if Mitch or Kenny are coming back at some point in the
could
season,
Mitch stay
then don't worry
in
about
for
this.
5 games and play bad?
No, I said 2 games. If Mitch struggles for 2 games, Kenny's out for the year. You're calling up 7.
I can't make this up.
2 games.
He said 2 games, bro.
Come on, man.
Hey man,
Maybe I'll give him 2.5.
Hey, shout out to Q. Q in the chat. I'm with you. He says Deke trying to get 7 killed. You low key might be trying to get my man hurt. Bro.
Now, if he doesn't want to play, he doesn't want to play. That's a
You
different
know what I'm
story.
saying? But you trying to set him up right now.
But I told
man.
you. I mean, I think we all can agree that there would be something too coming back as the hero of saving the season,
It would be. The
especially with this
storyline,
roster and everything.
epic storyline. But I think he puts himself in a lot of danger.
If you don't want to play, you don't want to play,
bro.
I'm just saying that should be the first option at QB3 if the 49ers scenario happens. You call that one up first. And if that
Just give
doesn't
it a
happen,
ring, man.
you give it a ring. If
Just give it a ring.
then you move on. You try to figure out something else. But if it's for, like I said, for a game or two, whatever
What about
QB3
Mason?
you have on the roster, I said Mason would be a good QB3.
Would you call Mason before you call 7 is what I'm asking.
What is this, long term or just a game or two?
This is the long term.
The long term. Hey, you're calling out Ben. I already said this last podcast.
Mason,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the first option.
Crazy. I really think you do call up Mason.
I just think Mason got the familiarity. I'm like, I'll probably call Mason.
I think you call Mason. That's funny. That's funny because I felt that.
I think he'd be no.
We could safe. Like he's
here's my thing.
He's like watered down Mitch.
You can call him up right now. He could be the QB3 going through the offseason stuff, even week 1 QB3. Yeah. But if it comes down to Mitch and Kenny are out, and it's Mason's time, you call Ben. You do what you've done this whole time.
Hey, bro.
You sit Mason down and say, sorry.
Hey, it ain't you, it's us.
You were only QB3 in name. You're actually QB4.
You remember that time we had that error when we wrote your name over Kenny Pickett as QB2 that one time, and we had to like fix it? It's the same scenario right here. All right, man. Yeah.
It's not you. It's us. You were a good player. We were wrong.
We keep using you wrong. It's not you. It's definitely us. We got to figure out how to get you better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that was it.
Oh, boy. I like it.
Sorry about how we talk to you.
I like it. All right. So, we know that the schedule does come out tomorrow. We're going to transition out of this day real quick. But we know the schedule for the NFL is coming out tomorrow fully. But we have been getting some of the games being, leaked. Well, not leaked, but just some of the fancy games, right? You got your Black Friday matchup. You got your London matchups.
I hate that they did that.
You want me to read these off?
Yeah. So he gonna read.
I hate that they did that Chiefs Miami.
Give it a second. TG, give me a second real quick. All right. Deke, read off all the match they released real quick, and then we react to it.
It looks like there's 8 games.
8 games released.
Week 4, Atlanta versus Jaguars
it's
in
not
London.
for you, TG. It's for the listeners. That's all. Yeah.
Week 5 in London, Jaguars versus Bills. Week 6 in London,
Bills.
Ravens versus Titans. Week 9 in Germany, Dolphins versus Chiefs. Week 10 in Germany, Colts versus Patriots. Week 12 on Black Friday. First Black Friday game.
Hey now.
Dolphins at Jets.
So hold on. The Jags got back-to-back. Is it?
Yeah, hold on.
They do.
Hold on. Yeah. But hold on. We got one. You got one. You got to read off, right?
2 more. Giants at Eagles on Christmas Day, week 16. And then week 17, Bengals at Chiefs, New Year's Eve.
Let's go. Yeah, so Jacksonville, they're week 5 and week 6.
So
Buffalo,
they're in London for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
what they're trying to do there.
But hold on, it's 2 different stadiums though. But yeah, they've talked about Jacksonville potentially like being the first like London-based team.
Yeah,
they trying to see what it looks like. They want to see what it looks like.
Stay in London. Yeah, just stay in London for 2 weeks.
I wonder, like, because they're at 2 different stadiums. I wonder what's the distance between them. Because one's at that like Tottingham.
They can't be too far if they're both London.
Well, I didn't know if it was like Pennsylvania, and it's like Philly versus like Pittsburgh. I don't know.
Right. I guess London's England's the country.
Yeah, I guess
And London's the city.
Yeah.
It can't be too far. Even if it was just in England, that'd just be what 4. I don't know how far the distance is of England.
I have no clue.
Yeah. But they are out there back-to-back weeks, and
they
technically,
got them out there back-to-back weeks.
Technically, it's like a home game, and then it's an away game. But yeah, I'm with you, TG. Bro, don't put me away from the crib for 2 weeks in another country, bro.
2 weeks in London, that's tough. That's a lot going on.
Bro, think about your rehab, like your masseuse, your car, like man, for 2 weeks. If you a bachelor,
they might bring a lot out there. A lot.
TG, I'm married with kids. I gotta bring the wife and the fams. You gotta miss school. I ain't going 2 weeks without the fam.
You can't go to
if you single, you might have fun, but it's like, bro, you still 2 weeks, long time, bro. 2 weeks, yeah, man.
I just think that's tough. That's tough. They gave them that. That's tough. I hate that they did that Chiefs Dolphins in Germany. We're supposed to see Tyreek go back. That's supposed to be Arrowhead.
Key. I ain't even peeped that. Good call.
We're supposed to see Tyreek get back in Arrowhead.
But they're both. But you know that matchup. Those are all like global names.
That's supposed to be a night game.
We're trying to expand the brand globally. So you put them names over there. But you
don't do that in Germany.
Man, you don't. But if you're trying to make the journey, but think about this: if you trying,
Miami and Kansas City might be too star-studded.
I'm feeling you, but if you're trying to potentially get an NFL team out there full time, you
Germany?
Gotta show Germany.
They are
London,
talking about
like,
a European
They're literally
division.
talking about that. Yeah, like they're flirting with this concept.
I just don't see how it can happen. I don't see how it can happen.
See, I'm with you, but they're trying it, and I think this is the first step. We're seeing Jacksonville. Nobody thought you would have 2 weeks back to back in another country.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So we're already seeing this.
I gotta go to Germany.
Yeah, that's where you're going to play at. Yeah,
Oh, man.
and you know we're going to schedule you on a bye week. All right, so whenever you go there, the following week you're on a bye.
That's tough.
We're gonna figure that out. Yeah,
I gotta live in Germany,
bro.
Like that's a lie,
bro. You got to pay your taxes like that too. You know, up in Buffalo, we would play in Toronto. We'd have to file taxes in Toronto. You'd be like, bro, I hate this, bro. Like, I hate it. Hate it. But that's what you got to do.
There, free agency, they not. That's just tough.
Right. But it's very tough. But think about how much the NFL wants to continue to expand. They want that.
I think they do a Germany league is be better. Like do something over there.
But they used to. Remember, you used to have NFL Europe. So I feel like, man, it's only a matter of time before they figure out the infrastructure to get something back over there. Because it's a market. You know it's a market. That's the other part.
And that come on like 8 in the morning.
Uh-huh. So now, not only do you got 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, now I also got you for the early risers. When you wake up on Sunday morning and you getting ready for church, hold up, baby. Before you cut on any of these preachers, let me take you to the book of Roger Goodell, chapter NFL. You know how he do it. And now he got you all day. Next is going to be a noon game. Are you missing is that mid-morning game? Yeah. Just keep. You see, I don't know if you peeped this. They done switched up the rules now. Even on Thursday night, they're like you can get multiple Thursday nights now. They getting janky with it.
But everybody don't get a primetime game no more.
They changing all of it. You see what they doing? They like, bro. All right, we played fair for a while. Now we about to expand this thing. We not gonna put bad. We not putting bad on TV no more. We putting the matches that we want on TV.
That Colts Patriots could easily be a boring game.
I know.
That's got the.
How's that gonna be? How's that gonna be boring with your boy there?
Oh yeah, you're right. Your boy's there, man. Yeah.
I think my man is doing. It just could be boring.
So why you think they put him out there? They said, hold on, we need some life in this matchup. AR-15, come on down, baby, come on down.
It just sounds boring though. It sounds like a boring game.
But that's why it's also at 9 o'clock in the morning. Am I tripping? It's the 9 a.m. one. So it's literally for the early risers that want that cup of coffee.
You gotta think, my man gotta go out there and see a Belichick in those situations.
Oh, you seeking comfort for your man. Don't do that. Don't.
I'm hearing too many excuses now that he's a Colt.
Comfort for your man. All right?
We weren't hearing any of these excuses. People that went to Penn.
You told me that game travels, man. You told me 6'4", 4'3", could backflip and all this other stuff. If it could backflip, it could travel. If it could backflip, it could travel. That's all I'm saying. What we talking about?
That game for sure travel. That game for sure travel.
You know what I'm saying? So
respect. That game travels.
But you not feeling the potential of AER becoming an international star? You not feeling that?
I just hate that he got to go over there to do it. I wish they could do it right here.
Well, he got to earn it over here first. We can't throw him in prime time in the States just yet. He got to earn that. Go out there. If you could do it at 9 a.m., you could do it anywhere. All right?
I just wish he didn't have to go to hostile. Like, I'm with hostile.
It is not hostile. Stop it. It is not hostile over there. They are gonna have every single jersey on. It is a bowl game. It is a neutral field. You and I both know this, man. They are not. It's not gonna be hostile.
Yeah, I just wish we could get it down. Like,
hold on. You've been over there. You've been across the pond. You've seen what it's like.
Not to Germany though. That's the next
level.
Oh
my god! Now Germany's next level.
Why? You know that London's a tough trip. That London game.
That'll get you. London to get you, bro.
London to get you. Right. I think what is the team that goes 3 days before always wins, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. Because you acclimated. Whoever get the chance to get acclimated first, they got the best chance, man.
It's just a lot. Like London's a lot. Those trips hurt.
Yeah. The back-to-back weeks though for Jacksonville, that's going to be really intriguing. But Jacksonville is the team that I do feel like of the current 32, if they're going to put one over there, it's going to be them.
That second one, they're playing the Bills.
I like
Jaguars
that one.
will be a little bit more acclimated to London.
Yeah, it'd be good for them, man. It'd be good because now they get to be I think they're the home team that week. It's like flip flop. I was laughing. I'm like,
Yeah.
they in London back-to-back weeks, but technically they're away for the first one. Yeah.
So what does that mean?
That's what I was trying to figure. I'm like, bro, y'all in another country. Like, there is no home game. How's that a home game?
All the fans just got whatever jersey.
Seriously, bro. They pulling up and you might see a Terry Bradshaw, you might see a Ben, and like you said, Steelers ain't even playing out there. But that's the foreign market, man.
Got a thing out there with one jersey. Like all I got is this jersey. Like I'm gonna wear this jersey to the game.
Seriously, that is definitely it, bro. Nuts.
Like, I don't know. Like I don't think it matters whether you're home or away. We're here.
Yeah, and for Jacksonville too, man. They know they're gonna lose that Bills one, so it don't really matter no how. But with that being the case,
they got to deal with it out there. I wish they could get them in the building. Is that the second week of London or the first week?
That's the second week. It should be more competitive. It should be more competitive since the second one.
They'll win that.
I hope you're right. I do hope you're right.
They'll win that.
I hope you're right. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. So with that being the case, though, man, Steelers are going to get the opportunity to find out where and when we are playing. Now, we didn't get Black Friday. I wish we did.
That would have been sick. That should have been a Ravens
hard.
game.
Black Friday would have been hard, but we didn't get it.
Who is it? It's the Chiefs and the
Dolphins, Jets.
No, Dolphins, Jets. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. You know your boy. You know your team. It's your squad.
You know that should be Black Friday. The Dolphins and the Jets. What you mean? That's a great one. That's a good one.
Lord.
We want to see that. The people want to see that.
The people want to see that?
Who don't want to see
the people want to see
Jalen?
The people want to see
on
that?
Black Friday. Like,
the people really want to see that? Do you want to see that one?
People want to see that.
That's the one you want to see?
And I think you got to have YouTube TV now to see it too, don't you?
No, you do. That's the that is on Prime, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a YouTube exclusive, yeah.
Yeah, they probably give you a little Black Friday sale. Come by.
That's true. That's actually very true.
You know they gonna have a
little week trial or something like that.
Heck yeah.
Come by this. This is good. This is good football.
So you like that matchup? That's the one you like on your Black Friday.
That.
You don't want no Steelers Ravens on Black Friday. You ain't feeling that on Black Friday. Steelers Raiders, Steelers
they owe
Ravens.
Us too because
of
the Thanksgiving debacle from a couple years
ago.
Maybe they'll give us Thanksgiving name though.
Ooh,
I think we gotta get. You gotta have either Aaron or Tom on Black Friday. I mean, not Tom, Aaron or Pat. I'm sorry, Aaron or Pat.
Okay.
I'm so used to saying Tom.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But that might just be.
Oh my God!
That might be Tom and Aaron right there.
Every time I pull up my phone and I see TG's name up there, I open the text up and it's something Tom Brady related. It's a picture. It's a report. It's another analyst talking about. Oh, it could be. Yeah. I'm like, bro, it's not happening, man. It is not happening. It's not happening, man.
Tom just gave $387 million back. Like, y'all can have this. I don't want that. I'm cool.
My man just said, I want more free time.
I'm seeing in the chat, a leak is saying we're playing Niners on Thanksgiving.
That'd be dope.
Pickett versus Purdy, maybe.
What are your thoughts on leaks, man? Do you like leaks?
There were a lot last year. If this is the only one, that's fine. I think literally over the last year or two, it was like 7 or 8 games and they're piecing together the schedule, and you almost already know what it is.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can find out.
Yeah, see, I don't like the league. I personally, I'm anti-league. I like to act like I don't hear nothing, just blah 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 blah. Because I like to be surprised. Yeah. I'm more of a surprise me. If we gonna do it, let's do it.
I like to watch it too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of us making it an event tomorrow night if we gonna know everything about it beforehand? It's like, man, what are we watching it for then?
My thing is, it's just I love the beginning games because we know we're gonna get late. People get hurt. Things happen.
True.
I like beef stuff. Like Steelers Ravens is always a beef. One
of them got to be in prime time. That's the one thing. One of them I need to be in prime time.
Seahawks 49ers is a beef.
Yeah, and they both on right now too, man. Whether you talking Geno or the fighting Brock Purdy's, so yeah.
I like to see that. That'll be a good one.
Now, Know Your Boy brought up a good thing right here when he was saying, he basically asked, is Kenny Pickett better than Brock Purdy? Well, we're gonna get the answer to that potentially if both parties stay healthy. We could get the Kenny Pickett versus Brock Purdy matchup.
I don't know why you don't think Sam Darnold gonna go down there and win that job.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wait. Did anyone see that headline where someone in the 49ers, or I don't know if it was the front office or people in the organization, said that Darnold's the most talented quarterback they've had in house?
They're gonna sell that. They're gonna make Sam Darnold look
come
amazing.
on, Steve Young, Joe Montana. Come on.
He can have talent.
Come on.
Once again,
that's ridiculous.
Talent.
That's ridiculous.
Talent is not. No. Sam Darnold's talented. The same way Anthony Richardson is talented. They're very talented. We're talking about playing quarterback though.
Bro, I think he's gonna make it where he's gonna throw that thing. He's gonna sell that Sam Darnold so hard, and he's gonna package it up, and he's gonna go get Caleb next year. He's gonna be like, "I'm giving you a number one that's elite. This is a superstar.
This is too much.
Give me Caleb."
Is Caleb your new Anthony Richardson? Is that what I'm sensing from you, man?
He's gonna make Sam Darnold look so good.
Oh my gosh.
He made Brock Purdy look good. He had C.J. Beathard out there throwing that thing. He had Nick Mullen get paid. He's going to make Sam Darnold look so good, and he's going to sell it.
Yo, why are you like
trading the number one overall pick for Sam Darnold?
Why are you like this, bro?
If it looks like a league, Brock Purdy. I mean, Purdy was looking like, I'll trade for that. People was like,
I don't think someone's giving up the number one overall pick.
For Purdy, I ain't doing that either.
Especially like you said with the Caleb Williams coming out.
TG.
If he make it look like that.
If you got the chance to choose between Caleb
especially with Williams being on a rookie contract.
If you're choosing between Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, and the potential to draft Caleb Williams.
Yeah. But you might be missing something.
No, but you clearly need a quarterback though. If you're considering taking Caleb Williams, you need a quarterback.
But I would though. Because if I give you a polished, like a real good Sam Darnold with Joey Bosa, you might listen to me.
Now, you said with the Joey Bosa. You ain't say that. No. Nick Bosa. You ain't say that at first. You said
I'm going to give you something else.
At first, you said the number one for Sam Darnold as a straight up.
So let's think about it, bro. San Fran has the number one player. They're probably the most. They got the most best player in the league.
Yeah,
he just won the deep ball.
Right. I'm with you.
Like they got the number one linebacker, the number one tackle, the number one running back, the number one. They got a lot of that. I'll give you Christian McCaffrey, and I'll give you a polished Sam Darnold. Give me the first pick.
Actually, I'm not tripping on that. Yeah, if it's McCaffrey, but Darnold got to live up. I don't think Darnold's gonna do enough to do that, bro.
Something weird like what did they draft this year? They might already got this in the plans where they're like, here, I'll give you Trenton Williams and Sam Darnold. Give me your number one pick. You might bite on that.
You doing all that for Caleb, though?
I think it's got to be Bosa.
I think you're doing a lot for Caleb.
You definitely need to include Bosa. Maybe some future picks, too.
I don't like how you said that. Like, Caleb is one of these conversations.
TG, this is my problem. All right? You not full Deke territory just yet, but you sold me on Anthony Richardson the same way that you're talking about Caleb. I'm just trying to figure out how can both of those things be the same, though.
Like Caleb's like, hey, I'm never coming home. I'm gonna stay for good.
Okay, because the way you talked about AR-15 made me feel like that's how you thought about him too.
Yeah, you go home with AR though.
Okay. Because Caleb, we've seen what Caleb has done collegially. There is no conversation. There is no, he could be better professionally than he was here. Like, hey, he's just a late bloomer. Oh, hey, man, you got to get into a better program. Like, we've seen Caleb's production. Anthony Richardson's the question mark. You say he's going to be in the conversation with Mahomes.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's in those combos.
Okay.
He's like, his player comparison might be Mahomes.
So if you got a chance to get that, you're really going to trade. You're going to trade that away for Sam Darnold and a Trent or Sam and a CMC or Sam and a Bosa.
There's no way Shanahan's going to have Darnold doing it like that.
I don't see that, bro.
Then maybe it's Trey Lance that I make look like that.
Now Trey Lance, you got a chance. Trey
Lance, Christian McCaffrey, and I give you a pick.
But look, if Trey Lance actually come in here and ball out, what's the point of going to get Caleb Williams then?
I give you Trey Lance, Christian McCaffrey, and the first round pick.
But if Trey balls out, what's the purpose of going to get Caleb?
Because I'm going to get that.
Even if Trey Lance balls out, we don't know if Trey Lance is going to suck per se.
And they say, man, this Caleb is it. This is it. It's not even about this is it. We've seen that.
Who are you trading for Caleb Williams right now? Like, if you had Herbert, would you trade him for Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Burrow.
You want to walk down
Lawrence.
that road? Don't walk
Burrow.
down that road.
Okay,
Trying
let's
to walk
do
down
it then.
Burrow.
Burrow. Joe Burrow. Let's do it. Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. I keep Joe.
All right. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, take it.
That one's a tough one because
All right.
you'll get Williams for
Can you
15,
pick it?
20 years.
Can you pick it?
Here, take it.
Patrick
The
Mahomes.
running back too. Give me that.
Hey, bro, why you see Najee's catching it straight? Najee ain't do nothing to nobody today.
Saying,
Najee
like,
was over
I
in
packaged
Mexico
that.
with Canelo Alvarez, and you over here. He trying to have chips and salsa and some guac right now, and you didn't popped him off from over here.
Yeah,
That's crazy, TG.
Devontae's the
That is
face of boxing.
crazy.
Javante Davis is the face of boxing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hear you. I'm with it. I'm not knocking it.
Okay, so the two he said no to was Mahomes and Burrow.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
Mahomes and Burrow.
Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah, Hurts.
Everything-
Jalen Hurts.
Trade it.
Oh. Trevor Lawrence.
Trade it. If it's
Oh,
not
my. So I guess it's just Mahomes and Burrow.
It's literally just Mahomes and Burrow.
Mahomes and Burrow.
Hold
Everything else is. Everything else needs to
You
win.
thought about Burrow a little bit, though.
I felt
Steve.
like he thought about it. He didn't even think about Herbert. He was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely trading that."
Hey, Mahomes is about to get that big contract, though.
Yeah.
They
You have
gotta
Caleb
fix
Williams
that.
on that rookie deal. Does that
They
make you
gotta
change
fix
your mind?
that. Man, I might hey. That is
Because Burrow's about to get his deal,
Hey,
too.
hey, what about your boy Gino for Heisman?
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think. Is there anybody? All
What
right.
is Caleb is it? This is it.
What
gonna
about so any of these young quarterbacks that just got drafted, right? Your CJ Stroud, your Bryce Youngs,
Oh,
Anthony Richardson, all them dudes too. Nobody safe except Mahomes.
Caleb.
Sheesh.
Caleb. Yeah. This is it. We was waiting on this.
He said that's the guy, bro.
This
So
on
that's the
piece
guy.
you need.
He said that's the guy.
Yeah. If you anybody that's like, oh, that's gonna change this room shape. Somebody's gonna do this. Somebody, yeah.
Hey TG,
Yeah.
man, you the type of GM get people fired, man. All right, you be selling a lot of dreams over there, man. You be the way you talk about these guys, because I'm over here like, bro, I can't tell who's gonna be the more elite of the elite quarterbacks
we
between
forgot to bring up a
Caleb
name.
and
Josh
we didn't.
Allen.
Oh, well, okay. Oh yeah, what about Josh then? Okay, Josh, you throwing him in there too?
Josh Allen?
Yeah, you throw him in here too, right?
Yeah, I'm not trading that.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trading that.
All right. I got another one for you, Lamar, because we ain't bring him up. Lamar.
I'm not trading that neither.
Oh.
So you have four names.
I'm gonna keep Lamar.
Okay.
I'm
Ooh, let's stick in the
gonna
division.
keep Lamar.
We got
I'm
another
gonna
one.
throw that ball.
I got another one for you.
Yeah.
Watson.
But-
Deshaun. Oh, you got a butt? What's your butt? What's your butt?
But if he look crazy,
Oh my God.
trade that. What do you mean? If he even blinked, man, what? No, in fact, I would trade that. I would trade, and I love that. I love that.
Okay, so
I
it's
would
three.
trade that.
Well,
Mahomes, Burrow, and
I
Allen.
would
All right. Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I'm trading that.
So what? You really changed your mind on Lamar?
Yeah, I'm trading that.
Explain this to me, because
I'm gonna go
what's the
get
difference
this
between
Caleb.
Caleb and Lamar right now? In terms of is Caleb coming in
love
day
Lamar.
one and he's better than that?
Different game. I'm going with
Okay,
that
I
style.
see what you're saying.
love,
I see what
and
you
I
mean.
love it. You know it.
Because
I
it's
love
definitely
it.
more of the Mahomes style than
Yeah,
the
I want
Lamar
him to
style. I
throw.
feel what you're saying.
Yeah, go throw it. And I got you an Odell around here.
Yeah. This dude.
Yeah,
God,
I was
dog.
presenting it.
He saying,
gotta
I
take
love
flowers
Lamar.
in here.
He said, I love Lamar, but he
I love
got to
Lamar.
go.
I love
God dang.
Like Lamar said, I want to throw for 6,000 yards. I think that's doable. I think that's crazy. I think he has the weapons in there. I get what he's trying to say, but I don't think he still got to be Lamar.
Yeah.
Take off. Like, I think weapons are I think Lamar's a beat you here, hold that. You go like a point guard that scores. It's like a Kyrie.
Yeah.
You
I
know
see what
what
you
I
mean. Yeah.
Like I'm a score here. When I pass it to you, I need you to
Now you
knock
get a
this
bucket,
down.
but I'm the offense. Yeah.
But I'm the offense.
Yeah. I
Like,
see what you're saying.
Yeah, Lamar's like a that. So it's like, I think Caleb comes in here. He's like a true dimes. Those are here. Hold that.
He's the Jason Kidd,
Yeah.
CP3, like
I
a
mean-
high end, like true point guard that can score, but is gonna facilitate, can do everything you want, run the. I see what you mean. Yeah, I got
He
you.
got Jordan Addison drafted first round.
Facts.
You see what he just did with that?
Oh, come on,
Look at
dude.
that.
I mean,
Come
you
on,
saying
dude.
he made Jordan, huh? Because before
Come
that,
on.
Jordan was just a
He
guy.
got
What you
Jordan
telling me,
Addison
right?
drafted first round.
Jordan was just a guy where
this
he was
is the
at,
worst
man.
take of the
You know,
day. No.
I see what you're saying,
He had
TG.
to
This is
get
the
out
worst
of
take
there.
of
You know
the
what I'm
day.
saying?
Like, get him with a quarterback.
He
and now
changed his
you
career.
see.
I got what you mean. Yeah. He never had success.
Made it worse, actually.
He never had success prior to joining.
Heard
I
his
see what
stuff,
you're saying, though, man. I see
It's
what
a
you
shame
got.
what
Put that in
Caleb
the
did to
first
Jordan Addison
round.
stock.
He said he rose it up to a first rounder, man. He should be thanking him. That's what he
No
said.
way.
He
He
said
put that in the first round.
he said, "Give me your agent fee. Let me get your 3%." That's what he said.
Didn't he put Drake London in the first round last year?
He put him. Yep.
He wasn't on
yep.
USC.
Yep, he did. He all the way from Oklahoma, but he did it, man. Yep.
He putting boys in the first round.
Yep, he did, man.
Distributed.
Caleb's that guy.
The guy. I was listening to that Andy Reid story today. I don't know if you heard the Andy Reid story about how they heard about Mahomes and how he loved him. I'm like,
No, I did not
know
hear the
they're
story.
already-
I didn't hear the story.
Yeah, how he loved Mahomes. Yeah, I heard about him from Brett Vinnan, the GM. Brett,
Okay,
he was
yeah.
a scout at the time. And he basically was like, yo, this guy's going to be everything. And they were on him for a long time.
Okay.
That's how this is. This
Okay.
guy's everything. I'm telling you now, because you're going to hear all the draft hype in a few months. And you're going to be like, oh, man, I didn't know. I told you here first.
With
It's
Caleb
the photos,
Williams?
the photos.
Well, you were the first one, Anthony Richardson.
Wait,
fan.
we already. This is like Trevor Lawrence. We know he's gonna be the number one
Yeah.
overall pick.
No, I was telling people about, no, it's not. This is way bigger than that.
It could be. We just know he's the number one overall pick right now. Like going into the season, that's how it was with Lawrence.
Was it? All right.
Unless
Kyler was like
unless
that.
you
I
were
think
you
Joe-
calling this
Joe
at
Burrow.
Oklahoma?
Who?
When Caleb Williams was at Oklahoma?
Were you calling? Because I know
Yeah, I
y'all you both from Maryland. I know
told
you got that connection.
I told you when he was at Gonzaga High School. if you
Yeah.
wanna do
They
that.
Okay.
both from Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told you when he was
Yeah.
at Gonzaga High School that he
No.
was going to be that.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Any Maryland
But they're trying to do
prospect,
that.
any Maryland prospect, I know I know you hip
I'm
to
just
them.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. He said Oklahoma. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Gonzaga.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I already peeped that. I was like, yeah. That's from the crib for your crib, not my crib, but that's a crib dude for you, man. So I get it. Heck yeah. Okay.
I just think you got all them intangibles you're looking for.
I like it.
I think he checks all the boxes you're looking for. I'm excited to see what it looks like.
So outside of 3 dudes, no QB is safe from Caleb, is what it sounds like. Oh, there is actually one quarterback that I have not asked you about. I've been saving this one specifically for this question. The Kirk Cousins. What you
I
doing?
heard they tried to trade up in the draft to go get.
Oh my
to go get Bronny.
gosh.
I saw that too.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't see no reports.
It sounded like they was like.
It sound
trade
like they saved themselves from themselves. There's like, you about to make a catastrophic mistake. Let me help you out
that.
here.
It sounded like they were ready to give up everything to get.
I don't want to know what you're talking about. I ain't hear none of that, man. I ain't hear none of that at all. Nope.
You sold our whole future for bow type.
Nope.
Like, you
I ain't see none of that. Nope. I
you
saw them
supposed to sell
say
the whole future.
they
Like, I get
literally
you 2 first rounders.
were like, you know what, man, we're about to make an awful mistake here. In Kirk, we trust. We do like that. And they made a great decision. I think they made a very, very wise decision.
In Kirk, we trust.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
captain. It's Captain Kirk. Come on, man. Kirk go change.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. Don't no one do it like 1 o'clock Kirk. If I can get 1 o'clock Kirk or London Kirk, I feel great. Just throwing it out there,
I
man.
hear it.
Yeah, that's how I live with Kirk. All right. But the last one I got before, we get up out of here. It's not football related. But we did see little Bronny James commit to USC.
Nice.
Fight on. He'll be out there with your guy Caleb Williams.
Nice.
So what was your thoughts on young Bronny
Hold
James,
on.
man?
There's way more than that. We
Oh,
not
no.
gonna talk about
You got Lil
DJ
Robin.
Rodman
I'm about to say Lil
going out there,
Robin.
too.
Yeah, little Dennis going out there. They got
USC?
Come on,
yeah.
it's so exciting.
He's transferring now. You got the number one. I want to say number one shooting guard. I want to say it is another dude that just committed there to USC.
Ah.
So like all 3 of them right now going together is getting a little buzz
Bronny
around.
They're
it.
making a big 3.
Yeah, or trying to at
The
least.
Bronny effect.
Yeah, the Bronny effect.
That's LeBron James Jr. People want to play with LeBron. It's still LeBron.
So it's the Bronny thing. Okay.
Bronny effect.
Do you like the move for Bronny, or do you think he should have went somewhere else, man?
Nah, cool move. Stay at home. Stay close to home.
Yeah.
Still come to the Laker games. You know.
Oh yeah, he gonna be a star.
Yeah,
And they said his NIL was valued at $5?
He's gonna be
It was like
superstar.
$5. I mean, it was like the largest NIL
He'll probably
valuation
even get
deal.
more than that.
Why would you leave the city of stars? It's stars. It's
With
the
your
city of
dad
stars.
being in LA right now,
Yeah.
up 3-1 versus them Warriors too, man, with a chance to close it out. You right, man. You right. You right.
I gotta keep my same trainer. We doing all the treatments,
Yeah.
the trainer, all that.
That's what we said because he's moved around basically his whole life.
His whole life, yeah. Cleveland, Miami, back to Cleveland, LA. So yeah.
But he's not really moved around. Or you gotta think like LeBron got the castle in LA. I'm sure he had Didn't he have houses on both coasts? So it's
Yeah,
like,
but no, we're saying in the sense of like growing up, spending 10 years in the same like city. You know, like he ain't gonna have that because he was in Cleveland for a while with his pops. He was in Miami for a while with his pops. Went back to Cleveland, then went to LA. So that's all.
but I'm saying like they still like lived in LA though.
Oh yeah, I mean
You
it is
get what I
Bron
mean?
we talking about.
Yeah,
Bron is it's just a whole nother convo. Like yeah, it's just totally different.
I think it's a good spot for him. I'm excited to see him go to the pros. I want to see what LeBron do at that point. I want to see him pull it off. I want to see him really get out of that. And
You
go
think
to
it's a
Milwaukee
different team?
with him.
Does it happen?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. He's gonna go to like the Trailblazers or something. With it, like he's gonna.
Oh,
do
there
it.
is
Nah,
talks.
that's Orlando, bro. It's gonna be
There's-
Orlando.
No, here's this one theory I heard. You know how the NBA is trying to expand.
Oh,
One
yeah,
of the
I've seen
teams
that,
is
yeah.
Vegas, another one's
Yeah,
Seattle.
I've
I think
seen that.
LeBron's going to try to get ownership of Vegas.
Vegas, yeah.
And then he'll draft his son.
Yeah, I did see that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I mean, the bankroll long. It is Bron.
Seattle needs a team.
But Bronny can go to the league after next year, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, this would
He's
have to happen
going,
really quick.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's possible.
Yeah.
Unless he
That
wants to
might
stay
be-
at
But
USC
then
for
he
a
could
couple
stay.
years.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're paying like that, sometimes it might make more sense.
LeBron
for
ain't
him.
getting younger though.
No,
This is also
he gotta
true.
Go to the league. He gotta go to the league. It's 1 year done here.
One and
He gotta
done.
But didn't LeBron sign some type of extension?
LeBron said he's trying to play. Like he ain't slowing down.
But that's like with the Lakers. Can he get out of
But
that?
he trying to play with his son though.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Bronny got 2 years. 2 years in college, then he gonna make the jump.
1 year done here. It's LeBron. He gotta be in the league. That's the whole point.
Oh, let me see what his contract is.
Yeah, let's see what he talking about, man.
Because I mean, LeBron's contract would affect that.
Yeah.
And it depends on where Bronny goes. Is he going to be a good enough prospect to actually go in the lottery? If he
Yeah.
goes like late first round, then the Lakers could just take him
Just
there.
take him
He's not
there.
going late first round. That's LeBron James Jr. He's going in the top 10 picks.
Because you got a chance to get LeBron if Lil son
Yeah.
come. Yeah. You know they want to play together. I gotta take Lil one. I gotta take
I'm
Junior.
thinking that. That's gonna change my whole franchise forever. Right? Yeah,
It
it's
looks-
coming to us. Our ticket sales are gonna
Looks
go
like he's
crazy.
got a player option for 24-25.
Oh, it's a wrap.
So he's locked in.
It's a wrap.
He's locked in with the Lakers next year.
He can leave whenever he
It's
wants.
a
Player option after that.
It's a
Yeah.
wrap. Oh, it's a wrap.
That's how he planned it.
He said, "I'm gonna stay out here. You gonna play at USC. I'm gonna pull up I got your games. I'm pulling up. You still
your
courtside here, and then after that, where we moving to, son?
Where we going?
Jeez,
Let's do it.
you might
take
be right.
We're gonna take over our program.
You might be right. I see it. I see the writing. I can see it.
Look,
And if Brian had to decide, do you retire? No, because I don't think he would retire. Nah. If they made
and
him where
he can sit there for like 2 years, get him ready to go,
Yeah.
and give him the crown.
seriously.
He'll pass on the ball. You see LeBron sub himself back
You
in when he
already,
wants to.
I did peep that. It was a great decision too. It helped us. I appreciate him. I appreciate him for
Going
that.
back in.
You know.
Yeah, that's
So it's gonna
LeBron.
be interesting though, man. All right. But yeah, man, I think we get your thoughts on that too. But I like it though. I like it. So we all gonna get ready to wrap this part up. Got baseball tonight, so I gotta get ready to tap up out of this thing in a few too. But man, I'm trying to think. Was there anything you had anything else on your end, Deke?
No, that was
You got
it.
any last thing you had on your NT Jizzle?
Oh man,
I like.
Another time.
All right, he's still over
I got
here.
a jersey. I got the jerseys for you, man.
Oh no, I'm not doing the bet. I'm not doing the bet. No, I already thought about it. We're definitely not doing the
I
bet.
pulled them off the wall. I'm ready for you.
He said I took it off the wall. Yeah.
We could do cash. I'll do cash. I'll do 100 per each bet we made or whatever little thing.
100,000?
No,
I just figured I'd ask.
just little C
Figured
note.
I'd ask.
I need something different. I'll keep thinking.
He don't want to tap your pockets. All right, okay.
Don't stop running from me on the Madden, man. It's getting
No,
around
we're
the
doing
time
it. We're
where
doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Uh-oh.
I'm not running. We're doing it. We'll do
I'm
it.
starting to think about Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. Like, I'm starting to transition. You know,
You could do that for
up?
Madden 24. I like the Steelers for Madden 24 a lot.
I gotta see how they rate him.
Darnell.
How do
We'll
somebody
get a good
find
line.
out how I get to the Madden ratings, man? I'm trying to I need to talk to them. I want a little opinion too.
Oh.
They say Ocho. Ocho the guy right there, right?
How do I try out for that? How do you try out for that?
I don't even know. I remember when Ocho popped up on the scene with it. Yeah, I don't.
I'm trying to get a jacket and all that.
Because Ocho be pulling up everywhere with it. He's like official. Yeah.
Man, somebody at the Madden ratings.
There it
man.
is. There it is. Y'all heard what he said at them boys. But my dog, we definitely appreciate you, and we're gonna definitely spin the block and do this again. But as always, man, definitely appreciate you, bro, from the heart.
My dog.
Peace, bro.
Peace. Shout out to TG, man. Young Terence Garvin right there, my locker mate, pulling up on the hotline with us. Chop it up for a few, man. So, with that being the case,
You got to roll now.
we'll supers.
Okay. Fair.
5:15.
I think you still got a few more.
20 at the end. 20
I
hard.
forget who did I tell you.
It
I
should
was
be
on?
Let's Go UW was where I'm at, and then you got Jack Henderson. Yep.
Yeah, F. Henderson.
All right. But hey, if y'all was digging that convo, make sure I hit that like button one time and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so just yet. And notification bell so you don't miss out on the content when it does drop. But Let's Go UW says, what are y'all's thoughts on the Steelers potentially beginning the process of a new stadium? They would have to find a temporary home if they want to stay in the North Shore. Cranberry was a spot mentioned. Is this a thing?
I think it has
been
something to
unplugged.
do with
Yeah, I was unplugged.
a new guy we hired, some type of like planning or development role, and people are kind of connecting the dots and feel like he might head a new stadium venture. Yeah, I don't know. I think they did the timeline too of like how long Three Rivers was there before they tore it down, and like Hines, I think is coming up on close to that timeline. Cranberry. Man, I don't know why we just don't keep it. Like it's the Steelers Stadium. It's the city stadium. You keep it there. Make your upgrade. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I like it. I'm down for upgrading it because, like I said, I've been
Just
in
upgrade
some,
it.
Like when I think of like old stadiums, the Bills Stadium was old. Like it had been around since like the inception. It felt like, you know what I mean? You talk about the old San Diego Charger Stadium, like old. It felt like it'd been around forever. Facilities old. The old Candlestick where San Fran used to play at. Old, you know what I mean? Like when you go in their locker rooms, just like infrastructure, just like it's outdated. That's not the case at Ackershore, man. Ackershore is still very modern when you're talking about the facilities and stuff. I think you could make little additions and tweaks to improve it, but yeah, I don't necessarily.
It's
feel
in
like
a
they
perfect
need like
spot.
Yeah.
Browns, I think us and them got a stadium around the same time in those early 2000s. And they're doing a lot of renovations. They're going to keep their stadium around. So I don't know why we wouldn't do the same.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Cranberry?
Because in terms of space, you're not going to find a lot more space in the city, per se. Because North Shore, I mean, like, that was like perfect spot.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Just keep it.
So if you move from North Shore, I'm like, where you putting it at? Across from PPG? Because then they said that's where the old arena was, right?
Three Rivers? Three Rivers is actually like pretty much where Hines is now, kind of.
No, not. I'm talking about the hockey arena, the old hockey arena. Then they said it was like across from where PPG is now, or like in that area.
Right. Yeah, that's basically what they did. Three Rivers was like in that same big ass lot where PNC and Hines is, and then they just built the stadiums to the side of it.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Perfect spot.
Yeah, just keep it.
Perfect spot, man. Perfect spot.
I wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
Century 3 would be pretty funny. Century 3 Mall. That'd be stupid. Again, I don't see why you would move it from there.
And I think of
the center of the city, the views and stuff.
It's beautiful, bro.
Keep it there.
It's beautiful.
Okay, Jack Henderson. We need a 45-plus NFL league, 4 teams, 2 games a month.
Huh?
I think he's saying players over 45. Only 4 teams, and it's 2 games a month.
for the washed guys. 2 games a month actually could work because we're going to need a lot of time to recover. And now, I'm not 45, but I'm in the 35 and up. And I'm going to need some time to recover. So, yeah, I could dig that, man. I could definitely dig that. I did want to take a moment to make an announcement. So, remember, we was texting Charlie earlier.
Right.
He did confirm. So, he's going to come on Monday with us, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's going to pull up 4:30, man. We'll have him on the show. So, for y'all, if y'all want to hear the 7's longest backup quarterback and all that, and, who Mr. Charlie Batch is and all the stuff that he's been doing,
I guess we'll ask him about Pickett, huh?
You got to ask him about Pickett, right? Maybe he wants to. You know what I'm saying?
If that's what the chat wants.
We'll see. But I will just say this, man. This is because of y'all, all right? I remember when I posted the picture, it was like a week ago. I had ran into him, was at an event, both speaking, posted the pic. He was like, bro, let me get back on the show. I say, right, man, if the people want you, then we'll do it. He was down. So we put the picture up there, but y'all responded in the comment section, man. We've seen it. There's a lot of y'all in there was hollering for him, man. So we got that done, man. All right. So, yeah, we will have C. Batcher on Monday, man. Definitely looking forward to that convo, man.
Skydiving Heck, who is your favorite current WWE wrestler, Moats?
Oh, favorite current guy. For me, Finn Balor, but more so Demon Balor. I love his intro. Like that's, yeah, me and the kids, like, bro, whenever that come on, man, he's, it's the demon, it's Demon Balor. Yeah, I think it's dope. Yeah. And, I mean, when I first saw Demon Balor, but his real name is Finn Balor. Man, I think it was AEW when I first saw him come out, and I never knew who he was, never knew about Finn Balor. He was like in the Demon Balor, and I remember watching him come out. I'm like, bro, this is like crazy. Low-key gave me like old school, like Sting vibes with the full-on face paint, and as the match going on and coming off and stuff like that. It was just a hard look, so that's why for me, he's my current favorite, man. Kangaroo, I see you talking about some Kevin Owens in there, Q. Shout out to KO, man. Absolutely.
Next. Jonathan Conkle says Arthur Maulet just asked to be released. Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, man. I still can't believe that. But at the same time, I can understand it, man. We do wish my Arthur M. partner, though, nothing but the best going forward.
We have some show requests from Kenneth Moses. Says, get to it, RC Debo, Troy 7, PZ Senior and Junior on the show.
All right. It's a long list. I like it, though. I like it, man. I like it.
Himong Yaj, Deke let the ex-wifey go. Number 7. KP8, all or nothing. Hashtag the new wifey. I have been saying this. This is KP8's team.
Hey, man.
He's the franchise. It's his era. I've been saying this. He's going to ball out this year. Just wait till you see my QB rankings.
Hamon Yash, I'm actually glad that you called him out on his lack of commitment to his wife, KP8. Okay? He's still thinking about the ex. Deke,
no, there's commitment.
Deke, I'm married, right? So me and wife, we like to watch TV. We watching Love is Blind. 4th season now. It's a lot of you on that show, man. When you talk about, I love KP8, but it's still a 7 vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, it begs the question, how committed can you be here?
Panic scenario.
How committed can you be here if you love this, though, man?
That's to save the Steelers.
I don't know if
that's for the Steelers. This has nothing to do with KP8.
But it does indirectly, though.
No, not at all.
Because you still haven't talked about the plan after the success happens. And that's where KP8 you see how it plays out part. You don't say we gotta see how it plays out for Ben. It's just like, it's a guarantee it's gonna work out for Ben. You see what I mean? It's a different tone about your KP8, man. I'm questioning your love.
KP8's balling out this year.
That if 7 wins the Super Bowl, but KP8 says it's my job, I'm coming back, and 7 still wants to play, what's your move? 7 says I want to play. I just won a championship for us, and KP says I'm the guy. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Who's your guy? You can't marry them both now. We ain't living in Utah. All right, this is Pittsburgh. This is Pennsylvania. You can only have one. All right, so which one? Is Kenny really, really your guy, or is he just an illusion?
He's my guy. But we're backing him. So
you would tell 7 he got to go.
I never said that.
Then how'd that work then? How'd that work then? 7, you ain't gonna tell 7 you got to go?
I'm definitely not saying that.
So you said, Kitty, you got to go?
I'm not necessarily saying that either.
They both can't be here. When we say Steelers starting quarterback.
Kenny can wait in the wings.
All right. There it is. There it is.
Wait in the wings for another year.
You say put him on the shelf. Give him the Mason treatment. That's crazy.
Not the Mason treatment.
That is the Mason treatment, though.
I think 2025 will be his time if Ben wants to hang it up.
But if Ben doesn't, then
Yeah,
it becomes
who
Mason.
knows? Yeah, maybe you go for a three-peat at that point.
Then it
'Cause
becomes
we'll win another championship
See?
with 7. You go for a three-peat.
Now it's the Mason. Now Kenny has become Mason.
No, not like that.
It's a slippery slope, man. You know it's a slippery slope, man. You become Mason quick. Yeah.
No, because Kenny already did way more than what Mason did. Kenny did that in half a season.
But we're talking about the effect of 7 being here. Mason is viewed differently because when 7 came back, what it looked like.
And I'm being very clear. Very clear. This is KP8's team. I have faith in KP8.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't take away my
Unless-
belief in him coming in this year.
Even if 7 week 1 says, man, I'm ready to go. I can play right now. I want to play for the Steelers. If he says that on his podcast, this is Kenny's team.
You already brought me up that hypothetical. That one, I am being very political on that. I'm going to say no answer. I think they both ball out.
No. I ain't even saying who'd be better. I said if 7 made the statement that he wants to play, and he wants to play this year, and he wants to play for the Steelers, are you still Team Kenny, or would you be over here, he need a chance, we need to call him up, we need to see what it looked like?
I think it's Kenny's time.
Okay.
I think it's Kenny's time.
I like it.
I brought up the 49er scenario as the reason to bring in Ben.
Yes.
So
I was making sure you wasn't full Mason on Kenny. That's all.
I think it's like I said. I think it's Kenny's time. Yeah. I think you respect that.
Unless 7's in the door, though.
Who would do better? Yeah. We're bringing up the scenario if Ben comes in and wins a Super Bowl and looks healthy, still wants to like. This is.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, we feel like
I don't think I'm out of bounds for
the
for
reason why we
saying
had
that.
to make it the Super Bowl is because we've seen when it didn't and how strong your stance was. So now that you have moved on to Kenny, I'm just like, got to make it worthwhile. That's all. I couldn't be like, if he just came in and was average, you wouldn't go for that. You'd be like, it's Kenny.
Like I said, it depends on it. It definitely depends on what Ben would be thinking. Because I would assume he's coming in that retired corporal. Come in, save the city, save the team, save the season, win the Super Bowl. I think he'd be fine going off into the sunset. But if he doesn't, I mean, we are talking about this crazy hypothetical. I mean, it's a legit conversation, and I think you side with the guy that just won the Super Bowl and is the greatest franchise quarterback of all time.
I mean, well, I don't know.
If he's healthy and still ready to go.
But what if Kenny,
I don't think
Kenny could do that too?
That's out of bounds.
You don't think Kenny could do it too? What if Kenny could come in and we just hold him back?
I think we got to show our respects to 7.
I love how you
like
answer
Kenny,
these questions,
like
bro.
Kenny, I'm a Kenny guy. Like I do truly like this dude's gonna ball out.
Yeah.
But like we're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer,
with you,
the
bro.
franchise's greatest quarterback of all time.
I just like watching you fight this internal battle because your strong stance on him. Like, yes, all man. I'm open to it all. You know me, man. Hey, man. I ain't got no loyalty like that.
I'm just
We
breaking
good.
down
You
the
know?
truth.
But I love it though. I love it.
D. Hendricks giving us some support.
Shout out to D. Hendricks. And that's his their first super chat. So man, we definitely appreciate you from the heart.
We got Zenon Bowie. I pray the con artist can finesse a Buda Baker trade for the low, like the Eagles did with C.J. Gardner-Johnson, to really complete the Infinity Gauntlet.
No,
What does Buda Baker have to do with the gauntlet, though?
I'm not sure outside of Pittsburgh West. That's all I could think of. But I would not hate that, though, man. Obviously, Buddha is a dude, man. Buddha could play. Shout out to Buddha, man.
D. Hendricks, smash that like button if Steelers are going to the Super Bowl.
Yes, and smash it even if you don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. Whatever you do, smash that like button. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just figure I get my option. Yeah.
Jamil Wilson, Pierre in the slot, question mark. I think he could make the move.
Yeah, James Pierre definitely has, in terms of the outside corners, I think he has the most natural ability to play slot, or the easiest of them to transition into there. I think the question just becomes more of like the skill part. Is he going to be good enough to play it at a high level? That's the question. But based on body types, he fits it a lot more than a Levi or an Akello or even a Pat P to a certain extent.
JT Anderson, 54. Buddha trade for slot/safety is being brought up again. Is this legit?
I don't know. I don't know if it's truly being talked about, but Buddha's a safety. Buddha playing in slot would be like if we play Casey in slot. You can still do it. They're still gonna have success. Buddha's a heck of a player, man. He's gonna be good there. But that's just not his main position. So you're gonna have some potential with that, or some, potential negativity with that. But as a whole, though, Buddha no different than a honey badger, no different than when we talked about Brian Branch coming out. These are just good football players with a lot of versatility. So you could do a lot of that with Buddha. Yeah, without a doubt.
Young Shad 101. What up, fellas? I'm back. I hope TG
Lord.
knows about the petition.
Man, and you know what, Young Shad? I meant to post that thing on when we first started it, man. I'm actually upset with myself about that because we was going to put it on the website too, man. We was going to put it up on arthurmaulet.com. Be like, you know what, man? We drawing the line here, all right? If you're on the Bills hate petition, sign it right here. But no, for a fact, Young Shot, I'm making a note of it. And when we start the show tomorrow, I'm going to make sure that people can see this thing. And if they decided they want to sign it, we'll show what they can get a chance to do that, all right? But I'm definitely going to share it because I like how you in your comment section, just know I peep what you was putting up there, all right? Yeah. I might alter some of them comments now that I think about it for the Bills' sake because it was like, hate the Bills. You know what? Really love the Bills. Just start changing y'all comments. That's what I'm doing.
Colton Troy Fu, can we officially name Nick Herbig the Flying Hawaiian?
Is he Hawaiian?
Yeah, he would know.
I mean, Colton definitely would. If he is, I mean, that'd be dope. I ain't tripping. Yeah, that's how you know. I like it, though, if he is. I like it a lot.
That's not a bad nickname.
I like nicknames like that.
AJ Martinez, yo, good day, all. Much love and respect. Prayers to all. Shout out to 5'5" and 5'2".
Shout out to AJ.
Digler, Mr. 20G.
Let's get
Happy B-Day to Cower Power. Steelers Girl, Toddy 86. Official Momentum, Barbarian. D. Brown. Prez. X. And the Great Chat.
There it is. President Nitty. I like it. I see what you're putting up. Shout out to AJ, man.
He's got another
dope
one.
Community, though, man. It's a dope community we
Says
got.
Big Noriega, shout out. Jake Racing on Saturday and Sunday.
Let's go. And shout out to Jake there, man. Good luck in your race. Stay safe out there. I like the energy, though, AJ. I like the positivity right there, man.
Sean McCartney. Anyone who prays for Caleb Williams prays for the Steelers' downfall.
Oh.
I want to win Super Bowls, not top 5 picks in the draft. It's a damn shame.
I definitely feel what you're saying, man. I definitely can.
That's a good comment right there. Might need to put that one on the website.
I definitely get it, man.
Colton Troy Fu in the gym, getting after it, trying to get bigger. Moats, how much reps and sets heavy do you recommend? I heard 6 to 8 reps, 4 sets, 10 to 12, 4 sets. How I get like you?
Well, first off, I'm not going to act like I have all the answers in terms of working out and nutrition and stuff like that. But just rule of thumb, man, heavyweight, low reps. Lightweight, more reps. Whether you're trying to build endurance, think more lightweight, when you're trying to build that strength, more heavyweights, less. But you honestly want a combo of both because they kind of work hand in hand. To lift heavy weights, you got to make sure your muscles aren't fatiguing. And that's why you need the low rep or low weight, high rep part of it. But then at the same time, you need that, be able to have that, low rep, high volume element as well. So honestly, the combo of both. But I do like your rep setup. I'm more of the 6 to 8 for 4 sets than the 10 to 12 for 4 personally. But yeah, man, you're on the right path. You're on the right path.
Let's go, UW. So fun
Don't forget
fact.
some cardio though, either you like Johnny Bravo, all chest, no legs. Don't be like that.
Fun fact, all of our CBs have a combined 8 starts at slot corner.
There we have it. So what he's saying is like Pat P, Levi Wallace, Keller Witherspoon,
Pierre.
Yeah. They all got to combine 8 total starts in the slot. I mean, which makes sense.
Is that a lot or a little?
Well, think about how long Pat P's been playing, right? So.
And what does starting even mean, if we're being real? You start the first down. That's really it.
I mean, we could put it however we want to put it. I think he's just pointing out that we don't have a lot of guys with a ton of slot experience. I think that's more so what he's trying to get at. Which is true. We got guys that we're going to play in there and guys that have played in there. But in terms of like, when you talk Shandon, right? Like Shandon, he's started and played in a ton of just slot only, right? When we talk Mike Hilton, when you talk Arthur Maulet, I think he's more so saying like that.
Oh, if we're including Shannon Sullivan, this is like a misleading set then.
No, he's not including him. But I'm saying, like, if that were the case, I think that's what he's trying to imply. Because, like, we bring up all these other guys of who could play slot. But it's like, where have we seen them have a ton of experience in the actual slot?
So he's not including Shannon?
I'm just reading the comment.
I'm telling you, because that stat's misleading. Because if he's including Shannon, Shannon plays like pretty much all the time in the slot.
Correct.
Because I don't know what they consider starting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is it just because you started the game?
Yeah. I think if you caught up on the start word, sure. I'm just looking at more so just like the nature of the comment though. That's all.
Big Noriega, Bayless, Moats. The Titans released Malik Willis. Back up. They did not release him. I checked.
Oh, I was about to say, man.
They are very much talking about it, though.
If you're talking about a third quarterback, it doesn't hurt anything. Yeah.
No, that would not be a terrible pickup.
Does not hurt anything, man.
Himong Yash, LMAO. KP8 is officially Deke's side piece. Number 7 is Deke's first lover, and it will never change.
No, that is for a fact. You're never gonna. Even Deke, when he gets married, I can see it right now. Do you love this woman? With all due, holy matrimony, do you object? I do. He don't love you like he loves 7. I'm be the guy. Somebody got to be the guy. He don't love you like he loves 7, woman. All right, unless you say you love her more than you love 7, I gotta object, man. I'm just throwing it out there. AJ Martinez said he objects. I'm AJ Martinez, man. I'm objecting. Me and the cheetah, we coming in together, bro.
Okay.
Yep.
Himong Yash, Deke / Moats. Thanks for the podcast. Good therapy. Hashtag best podcast. Hashtag hit the like buttons.
Hey, man. Hashtag we appreciate you tapping in with us. And we do like the fact that what we talk about up here when we having a little fun could be therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Take your mind off of whatever could be going on. So, yeah, man, we always try to help out. Yeah, salute you, though. We appreciate you for tapping in, though.
Zine and Bowie, do you guys go to every home game? Because I'm trying to catch y'all at one of them for my first Pittsburgh game. By the way, first round will be on me. Thank you.
Oh, hey now. I feel like we both pretty much down there every home game. For the majority of them, right?
I only missed the Bucks game last year, but I was still down North Shore.
Yeah. I know I was down there for all of them. I don't think I missed any, because I always do was doing the interviews and stuff. So yeah, man. Tap in, man. When it's season time, man, hit us up. The best way to do it though, man, follow, cop on one of these shows on Wednesday, Thursday when we be like, hey man, you want to the game? You want me down there? And that's how you get your telltale sign. All right.
Let's go. UW says meant snaps last year.
Yeah. Talking about like how much they're playing in their role. Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't think he's talking Shannon Sell. I think he's talking about them outside corners and how often they've played in the slot. Like they're capable of it, but they don't play a lot of it.
Snaps at slot corner. Yeah. He's talking with the guys from last year.
Yeah. Levi never was in there like that. Pat P wasn't in there like that. Keller was hurt. Yeah.
Ryan McPherson. Oh, wait. Hold on. We got one before him. Q, if Deke gets married, 7 will be the best man.
You know what? You're absolutely right. 7 might be the guy that's giving Deke away. We be over here like, Deke, do you want your dad involved? Nah, I got 7 here. Deke, you want your mama here? Nah, I got 7 here. Deke, can your brother give a toast? No, I got 7 here, man. I can see it, bro. I can see it, man. Look, I'm gonna just try to get an invite. Okay, I'm like, can I get an invite? No, I got 7, bro. All I need is 7. Deke gonna be in the church. The bride side gonna have everybody, mama, cousin, auntie, uncles, best friends, cousins, friends, all that. Deke side, it's gonna be empty pews and 7. That's what it's gonna be. We already know, man. We're gonna turn up though. We're gonna celebrate for you though. You know what I'm saying? But we know 7 the guy, man.
Ryan McPherson. Moats, I'm not hating on the Bills since my dad's friend was their linebacker coach, retired last year.
Shout out. Let's go.
But still, one team only, in my opinion.
No, I definitely agree with you like that, man. Anybody that has multiple teams, man, you can't trust them at all, man. I wish I would see somebody root for multiple teams, especially in the same division. Boy, the same, what? The same league? Boy, it can't be like that. It can't be. I'm with you, man. I don't trust nobody to root for 2 teams. That's why I like Deke, because Deke root for just 1 team. Mm-hmm. I keep it like that. I hold myself to that same standard, man. I'm with you.
AJ Martinez, 5'5". I would never object to your fine ideas.
You a real one. You a real one. I appreciate that, AJ. AJ, I always got good ideas, man. My logic is undeniable. Yeah.
Young Shad 101. Hey, anybody that wants to sign the Buffalo Bills beef petition?
Hey now.
He didn't finish his statement.
Hey now. Hey, easy. Okay, we was about to get up out of here. Now you gonna say something negative like that. Don't do that. Don't do nothing negative like that, okay? It's all love. It's all love. We need to start like a Buffalo Bills side team petition. You feel me? Deke said side wife, side team. You know what I mean? Same concept. We good, baby. Side quarterback. How about that? See? I love KP8, but still got 7 over here. Got petition for all this stuff, man. So still my favorite team. Still got the Bills though. That's who it is. The Steelers are KP8. The Bills are 7.
I don't know.
How about that? How about that? See, I feel your pain, man. I feel what you're saying. It makes perfect sense. No. That's the exact comparison, man. I'm with you on that, man. Yep. That's how it is. So KP8's your guy, but 7's still in the picture. Still's my guy. Buffalo still in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best comparison.
No. I think it's perfect. I love your logic, man. It's perfect. Can't go wrong with that, man. Can't go wrong with that at all. All right.
Yeah, he didn't finish his statement.
I was trying.
Yeah. Anybody wants to sign it. And I think he should have said, like, let me know or something.
He's probably going to be like, no, you should have been like, you know what? We're gonna help you out. Okay? Because clearly your mind's on the wrong thing. That's what he probably was going to say. That's what it seemed like he was going to say. But all right. So we should be good. Should be finished. I don't see anything else.
We got one more.
All right. We'll tap in real quick.
Q wanted to take one more shot before he rolled out. Moats has 4 teams. Cards, Pitt, Bills, and Cowboys. Never trust a man with 4 teams.
Now, for a fact, you can't trust a man with 4 teams. I don't like how you was trying to slander my name like that. I only have 2 teams, okay? And technically, I don't have 2 teams. I'm an alumni of 2 organizations. I'm an alumni, okay? As an alumni, a card-carrying alumni, this is a part of the process, okay? So I have to respect both situations, especially being a pure blood at one location and a high-level half-blood. How about that? Can I be a high-level half-blood? Can I at least be that? I mean, I'm just round up. I'm a high-level half-blood-ish, pure. You know what I mean? Pure-ish. So just put me in that category. Yeah. But I think
one's up to the chat. I think.
No. The chat already said it's good. They called me. They said it was good. They say, Moats, you're pure blood Bill and you're pure blood-ish Steelers. And I was like, I can live with that. Yeah. See? So it's a win across the board, man. Win across the board.
Well, that is officially it.
I like it. Well, with that being the case, I do got to get ready to go because Deke, man, little man got a baseball game tonight. All right.
Hope he does well.
So we got to keep the streak alive. I appreciate for that. He got a game tonight, and it's another game coming up, too. I don't know if you know that.
Lakers Warriors.
I know.
Should be a good one. Lakers should win.
Don't start that. Don't do that.
They did what they're supposed to do last game. They should definitely win this series.
This is the one for them tonight. This is the Golden State game. We all know this. What did I say the other day, though? Didn't I say the other day? I said...
I think even at home, man, Warriors are a little outclassed right now. They don't got that size.
See, you're doing a lot. You are trying to do a lot. You're doing a lot. You saw my wife right now. I'm not hearing it from you or her. Anybody else trying to... They got the greatest shooters of all time. So they're always in the game. Let's go. So, with that being said, though, man, y'all hit that like button on the way out of this thing. Stay safe out here, all right? We back with y'all tomorrow. Don't want to miss it. And like we said, on Monday, we will have Charlie Badge joining us as well, man. So, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. And until next time, baby.
Peace.